Alrighty. What is going on, YouTube? And welcome back to the Trader Shop with me, T. Hobbs. And of course, you know I got my man Jay Seals in the building. What is going on, brother?
What's good, everybody?
Hey, man, listen up. It is Tuesday, July 9th. One day until I have a true teenager in my building, right? Like in my house. He's already a teenager, but I feel like 13 is like that preteen area, right? But he turns 14 and, he's officially spent a year as a teenager. So I told him yesterday, I was like, now you don't have to be a preteen anymore. And we went through this whole argument about what a preteen truly is. And I'm just like, whatever, dude. Anyway, that's irrelevant. That being said, today is Tuesday, July 9th in the markets. And hey, man, yesterday was a bad day for me. This morning, I took a short already. You know what I'm saying? Made some money. So hopefully that's a good sign that today is going to be a little bit better. But I gotta say, before we go any further, before we talk about tipping the barbers, before we talk about the affiliate link, before we talk about the Discord or any of that, I gotta give a special shout out to my boys over at Top Step. Boy, y'all the real OGs, man. Y'all the real OGs. Because if anybody's been trading with Top Step X yesterday and they had that glitch in regards to candlestick patterns or whatever, candlesticks on the mobile app, right? During that time frame, Top Step X actually went back in time and they reset everybody's accounts to that time before the glitch. So a lot of people that had red days or, you know, I don't even know if they did it for green days because that would actually suck. But I know everybody that had a red day up until that point, they got reset back to that point. So my account was red. Top Step X ended up knocking out 50% of my losses, and I couldn't be happier, right? So I just wanted to take a moment and say thank you guys for doing the right thing, even though like it really did affect the reason why I lost. But I appreciate y'all for doing the right thing, you know what I mean? But now that we got that out of the way, please make sure you tip the barbers, aka hit the like and subscribe button, turn the notification bells on so you get notified every time we go live and or put out a video. Also, if you want to support the channel, scrolling across the screen down below is the Apex discount code. If you guys are using Apex already, using this discount code costs you nothing extra. Instead, it actually puts a little money into our pocket. We split the profit, so it doesn't matter if you use this code or you use Justin's code on one of his videos. Like, it doesn't matter. We split everything down the middle pretty evenly in here. You know what I mean? So it's all good. But if you want to support, Apex does have a 80% off sale, 1 day to pass, $85 activation fee for 150K and above, all that good stuff. Go over there, kill it, make some money, and use the discount code. Additionally, Justin is going on a rampage with video content. I need you guys to get out there, watch the video content, hit the like and subscribe button, go in there, comment in the comments down below. Let him know that he absolutely sucks when it comes to video content. I'm just kidding. But in the description of those videos, he also has his discount code for multiple futures platforms, mostly the platforms that he's doing the video on. So if you guys want to support the channel, you can do so by using those affiliate links as well. And last but not least, the last commercial I'll give before we close the show is the Discord link. We have multiple members in the Discord that are experiencing an upper level of education. When I say that, I mean that we spend a lot of time in our Discord, a ton of time, right? And we make it a goal of ours to make sure that you understand, right, how to look at the market, how to view structure, how to create a plan. If you don't know how to do these things, we try to walk you through those things. And the Discord is $15 per week, $40 per month, right? And the link is in the description down below. If you're interested in rocking with us, letting us help you throughout your journey, be sure to support the channel by doing that as well. Now that we got that all out of the way, Justin, how was your night? Are you excited about this Top Step news like I am, or could you just care less?
I mean, thank God. Yeah, if you saw my video, I was down. You know, it's funny actually. If you saw my video, I was down like $500 in that video, and now I'm only down like 200. So you know, yeah. So it's not as bad. I didn't even want to update people. I was like, you know what? It's whatever. It's fine. Like we're just gonna act like those other trades didn't happen. You know, they got forgiven. So no, I was happy because I went from, I think I was only up like 51 like 5 or 51.8, and now I'm up I was down to like 51.8 or 58, sorry, and now I'm back up to 51. So I was like, whew, thank God. You know, I just need $2,000 more to go in that account, and that account be funded. So hopefully Jay Powell doesn't mess it up today. I'm letting Jay Powell take I'm letting him take the wheel. He can hit the buy and sell button for me. So I guess I'm gonna do a poll on the channel. I'm gonna let it run, and I have his testimony pulled up, so I'll let the YouTube people decide whether or not they actually want to watch it or if they want to if they just want to.
Watch J Powell testify, please, God, don't make us do that, Justin. Don't make us do that.
Look, man, people. That's why people come here to see J Powell. You know what I'm saying? That's the only reason. They don't care about us.
I guess. So, all right. I mean, I'm with it. Whatever they say, we'll do. People. Yeah, whatever they say, we'll do for sure. But, ladies and gentlemen, that being said, as you guys already know, we come with the pre-market plan to start the day. And even though J Powell is speaking, Janet Yellen is speaking, right? No, you don't want to? I know, right? Even though both of them are speaking, the market will still be following structure. So as far as that like them speaking, I'm sure Justin feels the same way. Ultimately, he's not really caring about what they have to say. It's just interesting to see what they have to say, right? Because sometimes they do be saying some funny shit. You be like, do you really feel like that? But anyway,
it's more the senators that are
they're asking the questions. They always try to ask you gotcha questions.
Yeah, they ask dumb questions. Like, do they really just ask that to this man? That's the funny part.
All right. So let's jump right into the pre-market plan. We'll start with the NASDAQ as per usual. The current conditions is exactly like yesterday. We had a nice rally in the overnight session, and now we pulled into a range of the uptrend. So we're bullish above 20,687. We're bearish below 748.50. The overnight session traded above the previous day high all night, putting in a new all-time high. We are currently in a range, and I will look for an opportunity to long pullbacks into a higher time frame demand, which never happened yesterday, so I'm not really expecting it to happen today, but I'll be happy if it does. And any failed attempts to go higher will be a high quality short. So yesterday, when we reviewed the market, we noticed that, we would get these early morning rallies, and then, the range would get larger, essentially. And then every time we would try to break the new high of the range, we would get slapped down aggressively. And we faded a lot of those positions, and a lot of those positions were really good positions. So I'm definitely going to keep my eye on that, considering that the market has basically developed the exact same way as it did yesterday. I'm not looking for the market to do the exact same thing, but as long as it's in the same area, I'm going to play it the same way. All right. So what is my bearish plan? I'm looking to short weak rallies and failed breakouts at the top of this range right here. That range level sits at 748 through 737. And I want to look to target 30-minute demand at 699. If you guys like this little setup, how I break the market down here, this is called a chessboard. If you're interested in understanding more about the chessboard, please join the Discord and we'll break it down in video format and live. All right, moving on, shameless plug. 30-minute demand at 699 through 687. Obviously, I'm looking to long the market down here. I was too busy giving the pre-market plan. I wasn't thinking about getting long, but I did see the opportunity down here at 709 through 704 through roughly about 713 would be the bottom of the range. Essentially, you're longing the low of the range after we sweep this candle here, right, at 704. All right, so what I would like to see, which the market just hasn't been obliging me, I would like to see us retest just one demand zone, just one, like run out of buyers above demand just one time, right? We haven't done that in quite some time. So I would be looking for buyers to defend 699 through 687. I want to look to long the market targeting Tokyo's high at 748, right? And above that, I'll give you that level here in a second. But if we drop down further, a break of the previous day high would be ideal. This is what I would love to see out of the market, which is pushing back into settlement price, daily fib, right? Like all of this PM session range is what I'm looking for. That area sits at 669.75 through 611.75. It's 3-hour demand for me. And I would like to long the market targeting 748 and then 942, which is essentially the 1% gains on the day, right? That's what I would be looking for out of this market up there, right? Now, to the downside, 1% sits at about 526. So if we fail up here, or buyers fail up here, and they continue to push the market down, and let's say Monday, Tuesday, put in the high of the week as opposed to the low of the week, which is definitely in play right here, right? If we can't get above this high, I'm looking at this as like the high of the week until Thursday or Friday hits, right? And that would be great because that would mean that for the first time we have a very, very bearish month of July. But that's just, wishful thinking for now, just looking at things. So let's jump into the ES plan of the day, and I'll break down exactly how I'm seeing ES, which is essentially the same, right? We're bullish ranging. Previous day high is 56.26. We're bullish above that, which is this yellow line here. We're bearish below 56.40, which is the top of the range. And projected movement is 0.81% plus or minus based off the rule of 16 on the volatility index. Another slow grind up, and now we have pulled into more consolidation. Look to play range rules inside the consolidation and short fail breakouts of the consolidation and long higher time frame demands below consolidation. So at the top, we're looking at short week rallies and or fail breakouts into the top of the range from 56.40 to 56.37.50. And I want to look to target 30-minute demand, previous day low at 56.24 to 56.15. Bullish, again, 30-minute demand sitting at the same spot, 31.25 through 29.25. Looking along the market, targeting the top of the range at 56.40. And then if we continue down to the downside, which looking at the tape, it looks like a strong possibility we could be doing that because these sellers are 100% defending right now. I want to look for buyers to defend 30-minute demand at 56.24 through 56.15.50, and we can look to long the market targeting 56.40. The one last thing I'll leave you with is once the market starts to truly sell, I would caution you strongly against longing these demand zones when the market, if the market starts to come down, diving down, and the volatility index gets aggressive. I'll warn you against that because we haven't had a nice sell-off in days, right? And these sellers and these buyers are going to be dying at an opportunity to either take profit or start new sell positions. So just be warned that if the VIX starts to kind of agree with the bearish thesis, I'm not going to be looking along the market. I'm going to be looking to play the trend that we currently have in front of us. So those are my thoughts on the market. Justin, I'd love to hear if you have anything to add, good sir.
No, I think we have like pretty much the same plan, honestly. I don't have anything different. We have the same exact levels. We pretty much, we're looking at the same scenarios. Like as long as the market is within this range rules are going to apply. I'm really hoping we break out of the range to the downside so I can long it back up. I don't know. I think I'm scarred. I think I'm scarred trying to short the market. So I really don't want to short. Well, I will, but I'm scarred. I don't think I've won a short trade.
I'll do it. Don't tempt me.
Well, I think out of all the short trades, I think I've won one in the past like couple months. So I'm just very scarred trying to short the market, and I would much rather long it. So I mean, like I'm just hoping we kind of break out to the downside, trap a whole bunch of sellers, and then I can long the market. But I'll entertain shorts. I won't like it, but I'll entertain them. They've scarred me. They scarred me. Right. I'm like, I hate the fact that you became a bull so early on because I was still trying to be a bear. At certain areas. And now, like, I've been so scarred. Like, I have these wounds from trying to short the market that I'm just
I've been a bull since like 18K, bro. I feel like, why y'all keep trying to short this market?
But it sucks because now that the market's wounded me in the bearish way, now it's like, I really don't want to short. Like, it's the right thing to do, but it doesn't feel like it because it just feels like at any moment these bulls can just take over and we'll go higher. But I mean, I have my levels, so I'm gonna play them. But yeah, I mean, honestly, I'd much rather just get long. Like, just let's break this pre-market high, let's retest it, let's get long, and let's just have the party continue going, baby. Like, bulls for the win. Let's just continue with this party because I'd much rather do that. But I mean, we'll see what happens.
Let's just say every time you go short, it feels like an opportunity to go long. That's what it feels like to me. That's why I'm just not a fan of shorting the market, just because every single time I look to try to get short, it feels like the buyers buy back my entire position. Even if they plan on going lower, they end up buying like 90% of my position up and leave me with nothing. And then when they do start buying, I'm just like, bro, it's time to go. So Cartoon TV says, hi guys, good morning, good morning, good morning.
What's up?
Shay Hobbs, my wifey in the building, says no, we don't want to. She does not want to watch Jerome Powell.
Well, that's why you get one vote.
Yeah. So that's why you get one vote.
I'm pretty sure she voted no.
Malik says, I wish I could vote 10 times. You can. You just got to open up 10 other accounts. JH the Bull says, yo, what up, JH? You know what we doing. We going long, baby. Passed 2 emails yesterday. Made 1,000 a day with 1 on NQ, working on my seconds. Let's go. Profit goal 500.
Nice.
Hey, close the account, man. You hit your goal. That's your plan. You hit it and got the goal for tomorrow. Lock that shit out, baby. Good morning, John. Good morning.
What's up, John? What's up?
Good morning, Good morning,
why are you whispering in this man's ear?
Well, I didn't whisper in his ear. I just was, you know.
You whispered softly in his ear. So you out here, can you stop? This is uncomfortable. I'm about to meet you whispering in people's ears. All right, moving on. Now we can't hear him no more. Yin Yang, we will not be doing no whispering. What up, Yin Yang? Good morning.
Nobody does that? Okay.
No,
Nobody was thinking that? All right, cool. Good morning, Yin Yang.
Thank you. I swear. All right, see, first he gets muted. See that? Nah, see, then he gets taken off the stream completely. We just can't have this behavior.
Quit me, Jody.
We cannot have this behavior. Hey, if you feel scared or you feel uncomfortable, we have a paper for that. You can go ahead and submit a paper. And we will rectify the situation.
Don't do that.
We are in a place.
Shit, bro.
We are in a place of business. We are in a place of business, and we can't be making our guests feel uncomfortable. Huh?
Yin Yang, what is your profile? It's not a wag me thing, is it?
I hope not. You know what, Yin Yang, you should change your profile to the Yin Yang Twins.
Yin Yang Twins. Nobody will know who they are, though. You could put the album cover and nobody would know who the hell they are.
That's true.
Good morning, bud. How you doing, sir? The whole market looks juicy. Gold is pushing. The Dow looks like it's ready to freaking go hammer time. I mean, what are you gonna do?
Stocks are moving up.
All the stocks are moving up. Godspeed, market. Godspeed.
Wasn't Nvidia at one point at like 134? Did it just drop like $4?
Nah, all-time high was 130.81.
No. Oh, on the day?
In general. All-time high is the all-time high, so I mean, it doesn't really matter what day it came on.
No. I'm talking about today's price action on Nvidia. Wasn't it up to like 134 on the day?
Justin, listen to me. I'm gonna say it one more time. All-time high was 130.81. So,
all-time high on Nvidia is 140.76.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Oh shit! I haven't moved this. Yeah, no, you're right. Wow.
Yeah,
I haven't adjusted this. It's 141. No. So no, we haven't. Today we only got as high as 130.68.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Was it? Yeah, Nvidia dropped heavy. Nvidia dropped from 140 all the way down to 118.
June
20th?
Damn.
Yeah, Nvidia tumbled like 18% in like a week, and now it's coming back up.
Dang, did it tumble or did it just pull back?
I mean, 18% in a week is a lot.
Not when you've been pumping 2,000% on the year.
I mean, that's true. That's true.
Yeah. Just to be like, but what have you done for me lately? You're down 18% in Nvidia. It's like, bro, I jumped 2,000% since October.
Yeah, but hey, it was a nice little retracement. People were able to get in nicely.
The market cap jumped from $500 million to 3.2 trillion. Justin's like, it's dumping. It's like, bro, relax. They take it.
Hey, look. At some point, this market got to come down, right?
Yo,
we got to retrace 100% on Nvidia at some point, right?
Damn, these bulls are coming, bro. I'm so glad I cut that trade.
Can you?
Did I say that bad? My bad. No, Diddy. No Diddy, man. No Diddy. I'm sorry.
Say, you might need to rephrase that.
I'm sorry. These bulls are rallying the market aggressively.
Even pumping, like these bulls are pumping, doesn't even sound
I said
right.
rallying.
What are they rallying. Pumping, you know? Anyway, I know they're coming.
Let's drop a horn for my man Dimitri Craig.
Dimitri's
in the building. I mean, I'm sorry, not my man. I mean the lady Dimitri. Sorry, I read Craig and I automatically assumed you were a man. I didn't even look at the picture. I promise I didn't look at the picture.
Oh,
happy birthday to
I apologize
Dimitri.
for his outburst. Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
happy birthday to Dimitri. I don't know how old you are, and I will not ask. I will just say, may God bring you plenty more. Today is the day before my son's birthday. So both of my sons were born this month. So my oldest son is the 10th and my youngest son is the 29th. Yes, Malik, when you're done eating the microphone, we can talk to you. What you got? Oh, shoot. Shout out to, what's your wife's name? You want me to say her name or no? Shout out to Natalie, one of our Discord members, one of our longer tenured Discord members, like one of our first Discord members. It is also his wife's birthday. So we'll drop one horn and a bomb for her. Happy birthday to you, lady. I hope you have plenty more. And I know you guys are really going through it out there in Houston. You guys don't have any power. You're losing freaking fences, but it's still your birthday. So I'm gonna need you to turn up like it's the first one. You feel me? Happy birthday, lady. Nice. I think the market will be long after Powell. It will be long. I bet you do.
This Powell thing's gonna be going on for like 3 hours.
Yeah, like
it's gonna be a minute. Yeah. So
he's just gonna sit in the market.
Chicago Sean in long. Let's go.
Let's go, Sean. That was the bottom. Yeah. Freaking beautiful, man. Beautiful. Oh, you gotta if you're trying to show your entries, you can't. You have to turn. There's like a setting you have to turn on, Chicago Shine, so that your executions show while you take the screenshots. I think it's a dumbass setting, but TradingView has that.
Oh, I actually like that setting a lot.
What do you mean?
The fact that you can turn them off and turn them on, the executions. It makes life a lot easier.
No. I mean, so there's a setting that when you take the screenshot, because sometimes when you ever notice when you take the screenshot, sometimes your executions don't show.
Oh, you're talking about the screenshot directly from.
Yeah, so when you take a screenshot from TradingView, it won't show your executions unless you change that setting.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I just use the built-in screenshot thing on my computer.
When you are confident but wrong. Good morning, y'all. What's going on, RJ? Why are 22 watching and only 5 likes? Let's get it, David. Tell him. It's crazy because there's 22 people watching on YouTube and there's 70 bots watching on Twitter. Here, I'll prove it to you guys. There's 92 people watching on the stream, right? 22 of them are watching from YouTube, and it says that like 70 are watching from Twitter. But watch this. If you are watching us on Twitter, you have 10 minutes to put a like or put the word hi in the chat. This is how I know they're bots, because they never talk, right? It's always a ton of them, but they never talk. Watch this.
Yeah.
You had 10 minutes to put the word hi in the chat from Twitter. If you're truly a viewer from Twitter, then put the word hi.
Or comment on
anything on the video from Twitter. The reason why I know they're bots is because I only get a lot of people watching when I pay for my blue check. If I fail to pay for my blue check, the amount of people watching on Twitter goes down to the toilet. I was like, oh, okay, I see how it is. Cancer's in the house. Let's get it. Good morning, John. How are you? My brother's birthday is this month too. He just had his birthday. His birthday is the 5th of July. So my brother, my nephew, both of my sons, and then now everybody else that are in here have birthdays in July. So my brother and my nephew actually have the exact same birthday. How about these nuts? What are you talking about?
How about these nuts?
Where did that even come from, PD? I don't even get it. Like, I figured like it might be. It feels random. Justin, don't you eat it? Jesus.
I figured out how to do it. They're definitely bots. They gotta be, unless they just don't know how to comment. Because I just figured out how to do it.
70-something people watching and nobody responds. Like, no. I think that they're all bots. That's what I think. You're not fooling me, Elon. You're not fooling me, Elon.
Come on, Elon. What's wrong with you? It says you got 37 viewers, but yet none of them ever like comment in the chat. Maybe they just don't know how to chat. I didn't know until I just figured it out. It took 2 seconds though, so I don't know.
Who's answering yes to watching Powell? I don't know.
They all want to watch Powell. It's Powell.
I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it. I haven't seen the polls. So I don't know.
60% said yes and 40% said no. 15 votes so far, but I'll keep it up. But if you guys haven't, vote. 62% now. Vote. Get your votes
robots, in. Definitely robots, PD. Good morning, Void. How are you? Yeah, definitely
how
robots.
About these nuts robots?
Oh, how about these? Okay, the robots. Gotcha. Y'all fire. What do you want me to do?
Hey,
just to put the poll out.
You firing the people. I only voted. I only voted 16 times. Gotta hear Powell call for "You're not a real trader."
Oh boy, that was a lot of selling that just came in there. Come on, man. Give us something. Give us something. Give us a huge dumpy dump at open. That's what I want to see. Like a big old dumpy dump. Just take a big dumpy dump.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of happy that I figured out how to use the X comments now that I know. I was wondering how Yvonne was doing that, but now I got it.
Is it not just going into the comments and typing or clicking on the video and typing in the comments?
Yeah, you gotta like click on the video, but you gotta like do it twice, and then like a little chat thing pops up on the right, and you can talk.
Oh.
But nobody, it's always silent. Like nobody's over here. It says 38 people are watching, but yet nobody has said anything. Not a comment in the house. Like, come on now. I don't know. Gonna sink the market. I don't think he will. I don't know what they're gonna discuss, but if I had to guess, they're probably
always sinks the market. Like the market is dumping today. Okay,
he does not always.
He always sinks the market. Nobody getting calls today.
He saved the market. Actually,
because the market was about to. The market was about to dive. The market needs to be baptized right now. That's what needs to happen. We need to go down.
Well, we will see. The market is about to open here, ladies and gentlemen. I'm looking very, very silly right now.
Freaking dumpy dump it open. Dumpy dump this shit. Oh wait, Chicago shines in long and Pipsy in short. This is gonna be good.
You put them together.
Win, somebody's gotta lose.
Hold up, Chicago shine in long and Pipsy in short.
Fight, ready, fight.
We will see. It's weird. Buyers are filling positions on the way down here, so
it's not weird. You know what?
Gold yesterday took a crazy dump. Yeah, so did YM. We were watching YM yesterday. Like, what the hell?
You was watching. I was trading it long. I was too busy getting baptized to watch it.
That's true. Woo, look at these bulls.
Never mind. Please, they did not get the message. Oh my god.
All these bulls. Oh my god.
Why, man? Here we go.
Too legit.
A lot of liquidity.
These bulls are on another level.
All right, there's the open, guys. I don't know. Lackluster for now, but we'll see what happens. Oh God, Google's gone.
Oh, well, when that starts,
here we go.
Here comes Nvidia. Yeah, look at Google go. Yeah, Google's been just sending lately. Google trying to get to that $3 trillion market cap too. Fuck around and get to 3 trillion. Oh, there goes Nvidia. Nvidia is getting a rocket ship.
So far, the Dow is going the opposite direction, though. Oh my god, NQ's the only thing rallying. Everything else is dumping.
Yeah, ES is coming down.
What?
It's because of Nvidia. Nvidia is moving.
Take your profits up there. That was a tap of midnight.
Market's gonna wait on Powell. Yeah, I think the market's gonna stay somewhat in this consolidation till Powell. We might break out, but I doubt it. We got 30 minutes. We'll see.
Let me tell you what Hobbs gonna do.
Nothing.
Hobbs gonna wait on Powell.
Yeah, I'm about to say nothing.
I'm gonna wait on Powell. I will wait to see what we gonna do in here. As long as we're in the middle of this range, there's nothing for me to do. We just tap the top and put in potential lower high right here. I think there's an opportunity to get short, but I would sooner just let the market develop today. One thing that I took away from yesterday was sometimes when we start off in ranges like this, Jesus. When we start off, oh my god. When we start off in ranges like this, I just feel better when I look back at my trades, executions and shit. I'm like, bro, if you just wait till something like this happens, we're gonna come back and retest it, right?
Or just let the range break out.
Yeah, just let the range break, you know? It just always creates a much better entry criteria when the range breaks.
Yeah, I think I have too much like PTSD from trying to like shorter, longer range at the bottom, and I'd be the wrong time, and it just breaks out, and it's like, why me? Like, the other two times it wanted to behave, and this time it wants to just break out on me.
Why me? I'm gonna take market.
I think we look like we're about to break. God damn.
Good trade, Chicago Shine. Right at the bottom of that range, man. Beautiful entry.
Yes,
if that's where entry you got. I don't know what entry you got, but that was spot on. Spot on.
Meanwhile, nice. It's literally just Nvidia that's running right now. But ES caught a bid too.
My screen.
Oh my god.
Comes the Dow.
Caught a bid. Is Valdez here? Is Valdez in here?
It just got baptized at the top.
Valdez, you still trading NQ? Or not NQ, what's y'all trade? YM?
Yeah, he might be trading it down.
Okay. Yeah, just be careful up here. This is the pre-market high. This is the top of the range. We have not been able to break. And again, we're struggling. Well, yeah, but we haven't closed above it, though.
What do you define as struggle?
I mean, look.
This candle does not look like struggle.
This 1 minute candle. Look at the 1 minute candle. That looks like a potential breakout to me.
I'm looking at this 15-minute candle. I want to see how this motherfucker closes. This shit do not look like struggle to me.
Well, we just filled. Yeah, I'm looking at the tape. We just filled a whole bunch of orders, and now
it looks like it's struggling to you.
A little bit, yeah. It looks a little struggle-ish. I could be wrong. Could be wrong. We'll see. There's a lot of buying up here that's not being rewarded.
I think you know you're wrong.
I don't know. I don't know. There's a lot of buying up here not being rewarded. I'm just saying. I'm not sure in this on the way we came up here, but I want to see us break and then retest anyway. Yeah,
does it still look like he's struggling now?
A little bit, yes, a little bit. There's a little struggle there. A little struggle to not go any higher. God damn these bears!
He said this 1 minute candle looks struggling, bro. Are you serious? Are you looking at this chart?
Hey, look, that's why I didn't fade him. That's why I didn't fade him. I'm not gonna short this.
Who the fuck, bro? Yo, listen.
These bears, it looked like a struggle for the bears to stop the bulls. That's what it was.
Godspeed. It just don't make any sense. You just can't short it. It's unshortable. Like, this market is unshortable, bro. I just refuse. Like, I refuse.
This is ridiculous.
Well, there goes the range. All right, that range is gone. Order fill. Let's go, range.
He added himself.
Let's go, Chicago. Yeah, he did add himself.
He added himself and said order fill.
Order fill, motherfuckers. Let's go. Let's go, baby.
Oh my god. Oh my
Still
god.
a weak to you there or not?
I mean, hey, we coming right back down into this range right now. In
Oh
Bulls
my
we trust.
God! Don't come back down.
Look, we came right back into this range. I'm just saying.
Just like shit. We right back down here. We know it. Let's go. Good job, Chicago. In Bulls we trust.
Let's go, Chicago, Sean.
I love it. I love it.
These Bears came right back up into this market.
This is exactly what we did yesterday, guys. Exactly what we did yesterday. This is what I was talking about in the pre-market plan. Like I want to let this develop, right? Because now what I'm looking at is I'm looking at this 15-minute candle essentially putting in our range, right? Like yesterday, I was talking about this with one of my accountability partners, and I was saying, you know, we probably will come and get 764. But I want to see how long we stay in this range now, right? Like of the range of this 15-minute candle, right? That opening range breakout, so to speak, right? So I want to see, oh my God. Oh my God, these bulls are so angry. They're so angry. Why are they so angry, bro? Like, I don't get it. All right, so I just want to keep an eye on this. I want to see how we stay in this range.
Nice, Mike. Good short. Good short.
Went short at 759, got out at 41. Let's go, let's go, Mike. Let's go. Whole Discord family eating. I love it. Let's get it. Looks like the bulls are coming back up for another trip. I want to see them close above this range, and I'm looking to trade 50% of this candle depending on how it closes. I'm looking at the 15-minute today, guys. 15-minute today.
Smelling like another failure. We'll see though. Let me check these stocks real fast.
Boy said, NQ said, they don't know me, son. It's a lot of selling coming up here, though. A lot of selling.
Yeah,
a lot of freaking selling.
It looks like Apple, Alphabet, or Google and Nvidia are kind of all on board. It's just Microsoft that's going the opposite way. So I don't know.
Cartoon said, I think we should now wait for Powell. Okay. Woo! All right. Went short at 59. Nice.
Yeah, looks like we're consolidating. Consolidating up here.
I'm 100% working on my patience today, just because. Oh my God, this 5-minute candle is deadly.
It's just a little bearish to me that we broke out of the range and then sellers were able to bring us right back in. Like it's exactly like what happened yesterday. So, but I'm kind of with you. I kind of want to be a little bit more patient. We're really volatile right now, and the market's kind of trying to figure itself out. So, yeah, I'll kind of let the market figure itself out.
Market's gonna give me information. I'm just gonna try to absorb it and see where I want to trade. See, now that is not good if you're a buyer. That is not good. Woo, Chicago shot. I'm glad you took them profits, boy.
In fact, the question is did Pip withstand that whatever the hell that was?
He either took profit or he got knocked out for profit. I know Pip. Once we got down to that low, he saw the reversal. I'm sure, and he doesn't like to hold through the open, so he most likely took profit, or maybe he got stopped out. I know his stop was at 51, so if he didn't take profit, he might have had some slippage in the negative fashion.
Let's see where we're at with this poll real fast. Oh, we're 50-50. Oh, goodness.
What do you do at 50-50? Because you know that means we got to cast a vote, which means we're still going to be 50-50.
I can't cast a vote.
I'm saying we could verbally cast our vote.
Oh, yeah. Oh, man, this is nuts. Somebody come in and make a decision.
I think they want to go back up.
Yeah, we're back at the low, so I drew a 50% at 27.1725 from I don't know where the hell I got this one though. Oh, it was the previous high low at 730 and the low at 703. So because technically we did change character on the 5-minute, we did close above the pre-market high. We just didn't. It's tough because we didn't break above it and hold above it. We came right back into the range. So the question now is like, do we come back and test the bottom of the range, or do we hold down here basically at the open price? I'm making another YouTube account. Oh my god. Okay. You can break the tie for us with the dough.
Bro, look at this 15-minute candle. They gobbled that shit the fuck up.
It looks extremely bearish. But again, it looks like we're starting to find buyers down here at this low.
Day, but it still looks bullish at the low.
Dump it, Uncle Jerome. Let's see a red candle for a change. We'll see. We were just so bullish last night too. Like, we need some type of sell-off.
Yeah, I would welcome a sell-off for sure. I just don't think it's gonna happen.
Oh my god! Again.
Now we're in the this is the new range now. This is the opening range now that we're holding.
Yep, we're holding that low. I think the market wants to go back up again. I want longs at 2702, 75 on NQ.
Well, we got them. Yeah, I was about to say we got them.
Uncle Jay just loved to play with thousands of hearts. Yeah. You're not even on yet. Oh my god. I can only imagine the volatility that's about to happen when he walks across the stage.
When he says, "Good morning." Let the dumpage begin. Good morning. My God. Lee.
Yeah, we're back above VWAP and holding. Is this the move? Is this the move? Oh, I think I'm just gonna be patient. I don't want to get long unless we can break that high, and I can look for some type of retracement. I feel like this is the same trap that we fell into yesterday. I just don't want to fall into it again. But this would be the long.
I'm just comfortable waiting until 950. I think by 950 and Jerome starts talking, I'm completely comfortable waiting until that next macro. Right now we're in a bigger range, but we're still in a range. So until we break out of the range, I'm comfortable waiting. I know that the FOMO kicks in most in the first hour or two. And I know I can take quality trades in the first hour or two, but I would rather wait today. You know, I got a blessing yesterday, and I don't want to fucking, I don't want to give up that blessing or a trade that I'm not sure about. I know what I'm looking for. I know exactly what I'm waiting on. And when that happens, I'm going to take the trade. But right now, I'm going to let the market develop a little bit. I think the market wants to go long, though, if you're asking for my opinion. I don't think it wants to go back down. I think the market wants to rally. The VIX is at 1295, so take that with how you want to take it, but I just don't think the market wants down.
Cartoon TV said, "Good evening, everyone." Equals account hard breach everyone. Bro, they should make a dream game. Every time he cough, take a shot, and take a trade. Who blow his account first? Oh Lord.
Bro, look at the Dow. God damn.
Here come these bulls again.
The Dow is straight flushing. Yeah.
Yeah, Nvidia's taking another ride up. It's got a rally-based rally. I think Nvidia's really the only thing that's keeping NQ up. What?
You see the tape?
Yeah.
Again, this rally is coming back up, but it's coming up uber weak. But they just keep buying, just slow grinding up. See if they dump it this time.
Yeah. We're still in this dumbass range.
We're in the 15-minute range right now. It's just a
Just
big
watch
ass range.
Nvidia continue to run.
Bro, who pissed in the Dow's cup, bro? Like, I'm not understanding what is happening with the Dow. Like, this thing is getting freaking reamed right now. Look at the bro. The Dow is down, down 100 points.
Woo!
Bro, what is going on with the Dow, bro?
Well, at least it chose a direction and is continuing to move in that direction.
Big facts. Big facts. Meanwhile, we're just dancing on NQ and ES.
Yeah, NQ and ES don't know where to go.
Valdez is probably done trading already. He's like, eh, man, I'm done.
Short, short, shorty, short, short, short.
He said, I'm already done with that account.
Yeah, NQ's still looking bearish.
As long as we can't take out that high, it's still bearish. I just want participation from the volatility in it. I'm more inclined to just wait for the next macro, especially with ES still pushing. Twice, and then CPI and PPI. Nope. It's just, it's just his presence.
Yeah, I mean, he's just there to answer questions, and that, I mean, the algos go crazy anytime he speaks anyway. So. This looks familiar. Yeah, it looks like yesterday.
Looks exactly like yesterday. That's why I'm in no rush. Guys, give me a suggestion. I have a Forex prop account, and I also want to buy another one. Should I choose any futures firm trading account, and what are downfalls of that? Cartoon TV, the quick answer is go with Top Step X. The long answer is go to the YouTube channel and watch all of the prop firm videos Justin put out, because he puts out all of the information that you need to hear about each and every prop firm. He does a very good job of breaking down the prop firm. So if you want prop firm information, Justin's basically made a video on every futures prop firm out there. So that would be my suggestion to you, good sir.
Yeah, that's a good suggestion. Don't take the first suggestion. Take the second one. Watch all the videos.
Mentally, I would probably be in short a while ago, but
I definitely would have shorted the top right there. That'd have been the way to go.
I just don't feel like playing in this range, so I'm just like, nope. I'll wait until this range is adjusted.
Oh man, my house is freezing. I am cold as hell. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go ahead and eat the meeting.
All right, pull it into this 950 macro. Let's see what we do. Trading down into the macro is usually a sign that the market wants to go back up, but we did not take that high yet. So the question is, are we moving in to take that high, or are we putting in a drop-based drop here on this 5 minute to go lower, which it looks like we're trying to do here. We'll see what happens once the macro hits. I'm more inclined to believe that if the market can't get back below 719, we're going to go higher.
Let's check on this poll. See where we're at. Still 50-50. How many people watching? We got 29 people watching and 22 votes. Somebody break this tie. Somebody break the tie. By the way, Jay, there's a new future prop firm coming. If you are interested in covering it, what's it called? I'll look into it.
Like, what do you got? What do you got? Send it.
It's
Called
called
Alpha Futures.
UK based on the for EU viewers. Is it only for people in the UK or any trade starting prop firm? Yeah, I heard about that. I heard him talking about him starting a prop firm. I know he's with Futures Funded Network. I don't know. He's jumped around to a lot of different prop firms, but I know he talked about starting one. Should be kind of interesting. I'd be interested to see what type of thing he's kind of trying to do.
Who?
Danny.
Oh, is that his prop firm? Alpha Futures?
No. He's just saying Mike was just saying that Danny is trying to start a prop firm.
Oh yeah. I heard about that.
Mm-hmm. The dude Mint FX has a prop firm too for Forex.
Yeah.
There's a few different traders out there who have their own prop firms. Huh. So Lloyd, it's not out yet? It's just coming out. I'm waiting.
Still looking extremely bearish here, guys. Very, very bearish, especially on the tape. VIX is still at 1295, not participating in this at all. So just leads me to believe that we could just continue to stay in this range.
Yeah, we're definitely rangy. Oh, it's for everyone. Okay.
And right at the low, market pops right back up.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, we're so close to Powell that they probably don't want price to move too far one way or the other.
Yeah, because he comes across stage in 8 minutes. So prepare for volatility.
Okay, Cartman.
But that's how Cartman said? Volatility.
Yeah.
I don't watch South Park.
Yeah, South Park. I mean, they got some good episodes. But yeah, this is so slow.
I think they about to run this shit right back up. Looking at this tape.
Yes. Oh my bro, look at ES. Talk like if I shouldn't even complain about slow. ES literally has not moved.
Yes, it is.
ES looked like a straight flat line on a heart monitor.
Oh, you mean just inside of this candle? Yeah, no. It hasn't.
Yeah, look at the 1 minute. You're like, what the hell? You can't even trade this. You would die. There'd be nowhere to go.
Yeah, the way to go is up. Looking at it is like it's just literally sitting there crawling, waiting to go higher. At least that's what it looks like to me.
My God.
Yeah, it looked like it's about to go. Yeah, it looked like it's about to go up. That's what it looks like to me. But it's funny because the tape looks bearish, but you can see on the structure the market's about to go up. At least that's what it looks like. So.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just gonna wait. I'd much rather see us break this high, hold above it, and then come back down, just to prove that the market wants to go up. Cartoon, there's no consistency rule for withdrawal on Top Step. Kind of. There kind of is. There kind of isn't. So you have to make $200 for 5 days. So 5 winning days, $200 or more to be able to withdraw. So it is a consistency rule, kind of, but I mean, not really. There is a consistency rule for the combine accounts though, but it's 50%, which honestly is the best rule I've ever seen because all the other prop firms are 30 to 40 and sometimes even 20%, which I think is ridiculous, but whatever. But yeah, there's not really a consistency rule like baked in. So like you can make as much money as you want, but you just can't make anything less than $200 accounted as a winning day. So
look at gold, bro.
Is it sending?
Every other instrument.
Yeah, it's moving up. YM still coming down. Nvidia still looks like it's trying to pump though. It's just being held back by everything else, which I think is why NQ is being held back.
Yeah, at the end of the day, we're moving sideways. We're inside of a range, and we got a bullish push up. We got a bearish push down, and we're just ranging. We're ranging at the high of the previous range. It's just the word is range on the day, right? Like just say range and you'll be right. Right. Essentially, that's what we're doing. We're just ranging. I think we're gonna go up, but we could very well just dump straight through all of this. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, Bud, you're funny. I missed your comment. Did you see Bud's comment? Did the Bud comment come through on here?
I just saw laughing. I think that's what I saw.
No, it didn't come through. Huh. Have we been wrong this whole time? Bud said I'm a bot, and he put it on Twitter, but it didn't come through on the YouTube.
Oh, so people are texting. We just
nobody's texting over here.
Oh, okay.
It's just me and Bud. But for some reason, his comment didn't come through on our side on StreamYard, which is weird. But here comes the market.
The best Jesus. That I have.
I know. Well, there went the Bulls, and here come the Bears again, defending at those highs.
Range. Come on, bro. Like that was a straight push, and the market was like, "Get back down, stay in this range. Mm-hmm. If you come out, it's gonna be crazy." Yeah, Uncle Powell's about to send this market up.
Eric said, "How many accounts JP gonna bust today?"
That is the question. That is the question.
Yeah,
bust some heads today.
I can somebody
short the hell out of this shit. I bet.
Probably. Thank you. I'll buy Top Step soon. Yeah, Top Step is definitely the way to go.
It's to me, it's by far the fairest of them all, in my opinion. I think my funded futures is
Cinderella.
Yeah, that was a
Oh, on they're
I don't think it's I thought I was gonna say my funded futures is number 2 so far, just because of their pricing and how fair they are with their payouts. Like I think that
my funded futures adopted the Top Step payout method.
Yeah,
they have a 40% consistency rule but they have a 40% consistency rule though. I don't know how they have a 40% consistency rule on top of the payout rule. So they do have that, but I mean I agree, they're still good. That's my funded futures, but when you talk about the scalping rule, you're talking about taking 200 trades a day. That's what they don't want you to do. So I mean, they're talking about like high frequency micro scalps. I mean, if you're doing that, then you might as well just go over to Apex at that point.
Facts.
Yeah, for most people, it's fine.
Yeah. Apex is built for scalpers. Like I think their consistency rule is like 30%. So like, that essentially means like they don't want you to take big trades. They want you to get in and out of the market. So
yeah, and that's why they have the intraday trailing drawdown as well, because they don't want you to hold your trades. They explicitly tell you they want you to scalp, which I think is ridiculous, but whatever.
Yeah,
I think scalping for small amounts is the only way to be profitable, which is also them being wrong, but whatever. That's why they call scammers and schemers people who can make $10,000 in a day. Those are the scammers and schemers, the ones who hit $10,000 a day. They're the gamblers. It's like, wait, hold up.
Shout out to JH the Bull. He says, just passed my profit goal on my second account, made 900 long on NQ. I will try to have discipline and be done for the day. Just hit the lockout button, man. I'm telling you, I've heard the horror stories. Just saying, hit the lockout button.
JH is just shut your computer down completely, and then just go to your phone and watch us on your phone.
That's it.
Then you don't be tempted.
And use the lockout feature. That's what it's there for, right? For days like this, you had a great day, right? $900. Tell me any profession of your choice. Tell me the profession where you can make $900 in freaking the first 10 minutes of the morning and be done for the day working. Like
done.
450 of that is yours if you're in a funded, right? Lock that shit out, bro. Like, I'm a big fan of using that lockout feature. The market is struggling to take this high, like struggling.
Yeah, it really is. GC triggered my FOMO.
Yeah, GC went crazy.
Yeah, the market is really struggling up here at these highs. Really struggling.
Still don't know what we want to do here.
Looks like we're trying to put in this double top here.
And drop. And drop. Jesus.
This whipsaw is so ridiculous right now. There it goes.
Yeah, but then they're gonna run it right back up. Watch.
Oh yeah, that's Powell. This is Powell right here. It's 10 o'clock. This is Powell.
Good morning, everybody. That's what that was. That was the hey, good morning, everybody.
Well, our poll is still 50-50, so I guess we won't watch Powell.
Good, because I don't want to watch Powell.
I'm gonna have him up in the background though. He hasn't actually sat down yet. I'll give y'all play-by-play updates of what's going on. I'll watch it for everybody. Since y'all couldn't decide. Ooh, now it's 52-48. Uh-oh.
Toward which direction?
For the yes. But it's too late. It's too late. It's too late. Damn, look at these bulls go. Jesus Christ.
I'm gonna try longs now. On here.
Ooh. Yeah, he's still not on yet. Oh, how do you lock out on Trading View? You can't lock out on Trading View. Just close your Trading View down.
Oh, yeah. I thought you were on Top Step X. If you're on Trading View, you can't use a lockout feature. There's no lockout feature on Trading View. You can lock out on Top Step X.
Just unsync your Trading View to your trading from your TradeAvate. That way you can't trade it. Just sign out of it. These bulls are buying up here very aggressive like.
Oh, time to close my trade. It's not good. I moved my stop in the profit the minute I heard Justin say that shit. Nope. I said, move my stop right now. He said, yeah, I see a lot of aggressive buying at these highs. Oh, really? Stops in profit right now. Nope. What are you talking about? I'm long 73650. My stops are already in profit, but I'm playing the retest of 731. I wanted 731, but I couldn't get it fast enough. But I'm gonna see what happens here. If we break out, great. If not, like it's just one trade in the books for the morning. Fuck, man, we just cannot get continuation.
All right. He's on.
Oh, he's on. Oh shit, we got stopped out. Mother.
Oh. Oh, way to hit him early. God.
Dude, wow. We are in such tight consolidation right now.
The way he talking, they want to. The way he talking right now, this senator, this market might dump.
Justin, just put it on the TV because we're not going to do this thing where you talking about something totally different instead of talking to us. Just put it on the screen.
I was trying to give y'all updates.
Just put it on the screen.
See,
no, you're not. You want to watch it.
Eric, no. Well, they talk about corporate greed.
Keeping rates too high for too long threatens workers' paychecks while keeping other costs high, particularly housing costs. Housing prices
I want to see his
rents
face.
continue to go up.
They are trying to
push since the Fed began raising rates. The amount of income families need to qualify for a mortgage.
I'm glad I got out of that.
Nearly doubled. Home ownership has long been a bedrock of our middle class, but today fewer and fewer middle class families can afford to buy a home.
They looking like they want to
Higher
take some
interest
lows.
rates are making our country's housing supply shortage worse, not better. We need more housing construction of all types.
This dude trying to flush the
higher
market
rates
for
lead to
real.
the opposite.
He really
particularly
is.
make it harder for multifamily construction to work financially. Higher interest rates make borrowing more expensive for working families, whether it's for a mortgage or a car or anything else.
Volatility index is spiking.
Paying for
We spiking
in cash. And for the millions of Americans feeling their budgets stretched by higher prices, taking on credit card debt to pay for groceries and other essentials has become an option of last resort.
This is the lowest range,
As
guys.
more people struggle to pay down their debts, credit card interest rates are reaching all-time highs. Last month, Director Chopra testified in front of this committee and explicitly stated that credit card issuers are charging higher rates far beyond what they need to cover their costs.
Just don't care.
Corporate greed rearing its head again.
Just don't care.
Banks are making record profits at the expense of cash-strapped Americans. Every month that the Fed keeps rates
Don't get
high,
your accounts blown, folks.
it costs Americans money by making it more expensive to buy a
Rules
house
just don't care,
and to borrow money.
Look at
Higher borrowing costs stifle future economic growth, leading to fewer homes being built, leading to
They're just waiting on Powell to speak. That's it.
Fewer investments in the economy, and eventually, if the Fed doesn't stop, leading to workers losing their jobs. As they set economic policy, I urge the Fed to weigh these trade-offs and remember whose jobs and futures are at stake. It's why I've worked with my colleagues to hold corporations accountable and will continue
what about
to do
black
that.
jobs?
For instance, we fought to cap insulin prices for senior citizens. We'll continue to fight
I
to
think
extend
Powell also
this price cap,
work with brokers on commission
on life-saving drugs for all Americans.
I forgot about this
colleagues
news.
and I on
Pots
this
can't
committee
forget.
are working. It's why we're working to lower housing costs for more Americans. The Fed also continues its work to keep the banking system stable and ensure consumers' money is safe. Last year, the Fed and other regulators issued a proposal.
Just let them speak.
You
let them speak. We good.
Strong capital standards, and you've heard in this committee,
somebody get this guy some water.
For strong capital standards are critical for the economy.
Needs a drink.
It's our way of making sure.
Can we admit we all know what he meant by black jobs?
Go poorly, which they often do. Investors, executives, and shareholders should pay for it. Not
we're gonna have to wait till 11.
The biggest banks have
maybe.
spent obscene amounts of money attacking this Fed proposal. But you, the Fed, don't work for big banks. You work for the American people. Your concern should be developing capital rules.
Throat need an oil change.
Americans' money.
What need
not protect bank CEOs' stock portfolios.
For real, bro.
The Fed needs to look past these shameless lobbying efforts.
Unskilled labor, jobs, retail, landscaping, janitorial. Yeah, we know what
another dangerous piece of the Wall Street business model that makes our banking system less safe is incentive-based compensation.
Which most lower income people have those types of jobs.
Rewards risky behavior that enriches Wall Street executives in the short term, but makes banks more likely to fail. We saw the results of that model.
VIX is trying to take a trip. If we can get the VIX over 10,
Silicon Valley Bank,
maybe we get
other regulators have moved forward with a proposal to rein in.
VIX not selling off.
The market's still going ham.
We're not selling off until Nvidia comes down. Nvidia is making a rally right now. So
this rule,
as long as Nvidia is coming up,
I
don't think this market's
statutorily required effort as soon as possible. Fed also has the important job of reviewing
thirsty
and acquisitions between and among banks.
Sensitive Negroes.
Over the last several decades, we've seen the largest
Democrat
banks
feelings
go into
over
massive,
words.
literally
Words matter.
trillion-dollar companies.
Warm salt, water, fix that.
In rural communities in Northwest and Southeast
Today is a busy
Ohio,
day.
in small towns,
Someone please give this man cough syrup.
All across America disappeared. Consumers have lost trusted local banks. Small businesses have lost long-term reliable banks.
Somebody please get this man.
Regulators like the Fed have the crucial job.
You think it's going down from here?
to reduce or eliminate competition
Yeah,
and
don't
look
bank
like
that.
closures or
I don't think
layoffs.
Like we
so.
staying in this
I
range.
recently sent comment
I
letters
think
to
we
the
Does sound like
FCC
you've
and
been
the
smoking
FDIC.
since he was
Under
7.
current efforts, I expect the Fed to take the proper steps to ensure that its merger review
That's
process
funny.
is robust and that it protects consumers and communities. Finally, Mr. Chair, you must ensure the Fed has high ethical standards. Fed officials should never again be able to profit from their positions
Here
by
come these
using
bulls.
confidential plans about
He
Fed
needs
monetary
Robitussin and
policy
some
and emergency
Sprite.
programs to pad their
I'm
investment
back in.
portfolios.
Silence.
The board's
Yeah.
latest update to its trading rules is simply not
I think we
good
trying to
enough.
push.
It still fails to establish the clear
Yeah,
penalties
back in
needed
long.
for Federal Reserve
Thank you. Don't
officials who
care.
make
Good
investments
long,
in
bro.
violation of the
I'm not
public
seeing.
trust.
I'm just
The
not
rule
seeing
of no
anything from the
consequences
sellers. There's
is
nothing
really not
different.
much of a rule at all. The American people need to be able to trust that the Federal Reserve
It's
works
been in
for
this
them in a
range
time of
for
deep
hours.
cynicism that people have about the federal government
But
overall.
I think Hobbs might have just caught the
American
bottom.
people need to know that officials
I got
aren't
in at
using their
35. I didn't
positions
touch
for
the bottom.
personal
But
gain.
I'm definitely risking the
As
bottom.
chair, you have an important role to play to make sure our economy works for everyone, not just for Wall Street. The Fed's regional
He's
banks
like, that's
must
it, I'm
do their
leaving.
part to
What is
hear
YM
from
doing?
people
Oh, YM
and
is
other
still dropping
stakeholders in
nicely.
their
Fuck you,
12
YM.
districts to
Oh my
understand their
God,
needs. I look
NVIDIA.
forward to hearing today how
Yep.
the Fed
That's why I took it
balances
long. I was
the dual
reading video. I'm
mandate,
like,
how it
bro,
will protect
this
Americans'
shit
money,
ain't
how it
coming
will
back down.
foster
Not
an
why
economy
Nvidia's going
that
nuts.
upholds the dignity of work.
These old monks are playing with
So, Mr.
our careers.
Thank you, Mr.
Yeah.
Chairman. Thank you, Chairman.
Yo, the market is sending right now. Yeah, we about to go. Let's see
Mhm.
what
Joe Biden
Powell
broke
does.
this economy, and it's been
Oh,
to fix
okay.
it. That's the bottom line. I want to start with the end in mind.
All right.
Joe Biden broke
Let's see,
our
watch this
economy.
shit. I got my trade on.
Difficult
I'm up
for anyone
30
to
points.
fix
I'm
it.
gonna
Everyday families are
deleverage a little
struggling to
bit.
put food on the
Go to
table.
break even
Real
here.
wage
Just put in
growth
some
is being
profit.
eaten away by
Just because
rising
we're
prices
so
of
volatile, like I
inflation.
just think
Think about the
they
fact
could
that for
they could
52
drop this candle in a
consecutive years of Joe
heartbeat,
Biden,
right?
wages
So I think
were
that I'm right.
eclipsed
I think I'm
by
okay,
inflation.
but I'm just gonna
50
protect myself because we're so range bound.
paychecks. I remember back in December
God
2020,
damn,
South
you just
Carolina
continue
gas
to
was
push.
$1.99 per gallon. Today, it's still $3.19 per gallon, a 50% increase in just a few years. So it's devastating to the average
Yes.
American family, particularly
America's
families
expensive.
like the one I
Fucking
grew up in,
newsflash.
single parent
Moving on.
household mired in poverty. When you see
He
your
also is
gas
talking about
prices
when
up
COVID and
50%,
nobody was fucking driving,
food
so they
up
lowered gas prices.
30%,
That had a lot
your
to do with the
cost
low gas
keeping
prices.
your
Exactly.
house
I'm gonna go make some
lower.
breakfast. I'll be back.
We'll forget about the facts
Up
though.
25%. It's not a
750 is a
challenge.
buy.
It's not unfortunate.
I don't know,
It's an
man. We're struggling to we're struggling to hold
And too
above
many
highs. That's
households
a
in America
problem.
today
But Hobbs got a
are
great
living
entry though, so I
paycheck
think he'll
to
be fine.
paycheck, and they fear
What happened to
the
Powell?
challenges that
He
are
was not
coming
like
our
that.
way. The headwinds.
I don't know
spread to
where
the spread
Powell's at right
Biden
now.
administration.
They're doing opening
Well,
remarks, I guess.
headwind, of course, is seen through the prism of inflation. Inflation
The
hasn't
Democrat
been
went
this
first.
high
Now it's
since
the
Jimmy
Republican Tim
Carter
Scott,
years. And that
aka the
devastation
Trump
is
bootlicker,
being felt and measured in households
which is funny to
like
watch when he
too
does that.
much month
He is about to take
at the
off.
end
We'll
of the
see.
money. And that
Absolutely, yes.
devastation
ES is
real
struggling just
for
like
the
NQ
vast
though.
majority of Americans. And the pointing finger, I tell you what, whether it's the Biden administration throwing the Fed under the bus or any other way they can deflect from the real problem. I've seen it, committee hearing after committee hearing after committee hearing. My friends on the left want to point their fingers at anyone other than the real culprits at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. Progressive wish list, spending projects, and out of
2850.
control
Oh,
regulations.
you think it's going
of this
to 850
administration
today?
continues
Yeah,
to eat away at
will
American
see.
paychecks. And they continue to blame, whether it's
We're back at the top of the range.
shrinkflation, greedflation, skipflation. They're looking for someone to blame except for Bidenflation. The devastation of Joe Biden's economic policy continues to impact everyday Americans. The American people
The market might go
the
bullish based off the
facades,
way
and they
he's
want
talking
real
compared to
solutions. It doesn't
attacking
take a PhD economist
attacking
to understand what
companies.
the average American is experiencing under this administration. When President Biden and my Democratic colleagues pump trillions
Bulls
of
we trust
dollars
was repeated
into
yesterday.
our economy,
Yeah,
those dollars increase the demand and
Joe
pushes
Biden.
prices
Oh
higher.
Lord,
It's that simple.
y'all
The
crazy.
American people see and feel it every single time. And they see it, as I said earlier, the grocery stores, the gas stations, at the doctor's office. It's just undeniable the impact is this is happening. Just last week, we celebrated the birth of our country, the birth of this notion of freedom and liberty. But American families got slapped with the most expensive July 4th on record, with a cookout this year costing on average 30% more than it did. Just
here come these bears again, coming down.
I call
See if
that
we hold.
hogwash. What's worse is that this administration doesn't want to learn a lesson in economics. Instead of reducing the push for more spending and more regulations, we
just can't hold above over the high. It's very bearish.
Let's take, for example, the tens of billions of dollars of student loan forgiveness. Constant new plans to forgive more money, regardless of the constitutionality of their decisions. So it's important to ask, who are these billions of dollars of forgiveness actually benefiting? Well, the answer is simple. This forgiveness scheme will result in debt relief for 750,000 individuals from households with an average income of $300,000 or more. And just don't forget the fact that the average American family has a household income around $74,000. So what we're doing with this unconstitutional student loan forgiveness is actually asking the median household of $74,000 per household to bear the burden.
What does this have to do with monetary stuff?
For students who live in households of over $300,000. And the actual cost of this, somewhere between
the kneecap head need to hurry up.
$1 billion and $1.4 trillion.
Hey, y'all ever seen the dude that looks like what's that candy called?
To punish American families struggling paycheck to
what's
paycheck.
What's that brown candy called? Fuck, I can't think of the name.
To relieve
I know y'all know what I'm talking about right now.
$300,000 of student loan debt. Well, the answer is pretty simple. Politics. It's one way.
That was funny, Pops.
Vote after vote after vote for November's election. It's just hard to imagine. So while I appreciate your measured words outlining the Fed's work to cool inflation,
milk duds.
He
got a milk dud head. Yeah, milk dud head.
Political pandering from the left. I strongly believe that our economy cannot handle.
That's a good point, Eric. That's a really good point. That probably is what he's trying to do right now.
Thoughts on that?
That's a very good point.
It's not just spending policies that stifle growth. It's also overregulation. And I can't think of a better example of overregulation than parking more capital on the sidelines through Basel III Endgame. That proposal itself would cost millions of Americans their chance to own a home.
The market literally just waiting on Powell right now. This consolidation's good though. If you got it at the low.
Credit and the capital necessary to make their American dreams come true. For those who are actually watching this hearing today on C-SPAN, Basel III capital requirements are like taking your star quarterback, Dak Prescott, and telling him to sit on the sidelines.
You're not even from Dallas.
He might get injured during the season. It's just plain ridiculous. But these proposed capital requirements would just do that, forcing more money to the sidelines of the greatest economy on the planet and out of the hands of first-time home buyers.
My only problem is that we're not consolidating above the high.
To achieve the American dream.
Consolidation never.
The stakes are high, and that is why we have to get this right. You've heard me say this a number of times, but it bears repeating. We need transparency in your rule-making process, as this a normal proposal lacks any form of clear justification. Chairman Powell, it is essential that you and your fellow governors and the other agencies join in this rulemaking, follow the law.
There's a good amount of liquidity below us that's holding us up.
The public check the work.
Actually,
that's
why
I
this is looking pretty
that
bullish.
It is absolutely necessary to put.
We'll see what happens though. A lot of buying going on up here.
Proposal of
see if we get the continuation.
Give the stakeholders an
It's okay because we took Asia low and London low and previous day high.
What is necessary?
I mean, we're trying to make new highs.
Any increases in capital that are not quantitatively justified harm the American people who need it most. Our farmers, home buyers, small business owners need and deserve access to credit. Therefore, I'll repeat it one more time. You need to restore confidence in this
Nah,
rulemaking
it's
process.
feeling trappy up
Pull
here.
the existing proposal.
We'll see though.
And have a complete restart. And then, when the data has been analyzed and is available for the public scrutiny, reissue an appropriate proposed rule following the requirements of the APA. I look forward to your opening statement and having a chance to have a conversation afterwards.
Thanks, Senator Scott. Mr. Chair, welcome. Thank you for your service and for
All
your
right.
testimony today.
Now
Please
we
proceed.
get Powell.
Chairman Brown, Ranking Member
Here we
Scott,
go. Oh, is Powell going to break us out of
and
this
other members of the
consolidation?
Committee, I appreciate the opportunity to present.
He's in
the
a purple
Federal
tie as
Reserve's
always.
Semi-annual monetary policy report. The Federal Reserve remains squarely focused on our dual mandate to promote
2%
maximum
goal.
employment and
Yeah, we
stable
know.
prices for the benefit of the American people. Over the past 2 years,
Yeah, purple
the
tie
economy has
day.
made considerable progress toward the Fed's 2% inflation goal, and labor market conditions have cooled while remaining strong. Reflecting these developments,
might go
the
short
risks
from
to
here.
achieving our employment and inflation
don't
goals
know.
are coming into better balance. I will review the current economic situation before turning to monetary policy. Recent indicators suggest that the U.S. economy continues to expand at a solid pace. Gross domestic product growth appears to have moderated in the first half of this
No, it
year,
won't.
following impressive
we'll
strength
see.
in the second half of last year. Private domestic demand remains robust, however, with slower but
Just
still
for those orders
solid
right there.
increases in consumer spending.
We're retesting the pre-market
We've
high.
also
See if
seen
it
moderate
holds.
growth in capital spending and a pickup in residential investment so far this year. Improving supply conditions have supported resilient demand and the strong performance of the U.S. economy over the past year. In the labor market, a broad set of indicators suggests that conditions have returned to about where they stood on the eve of the pandemic. Strong, but not overheated.
Huh?
The unemployment rate has moved higher, but was still low.
Yeah.
It was still at a low level of 4.1% in June.
It's funny how Powell's now
Payroll gains
refuting a lot of
averaged
the things that Tim Scott, aka the
222,000 per
kneecap head,
month
was saying.
in the first half of the year.
He called him a kneecap
Strong
head.
job creation
I was
over the
weak.
past couple of years
I was weak.
has been
I'll
accompanied
stop
by
that
an
again.
increase in the
Break even.
supply of workers, reflecting increases in
Uh,
labor force participation among
Are you
individuals
sure?
aged 25
We're
to
coming back up
54,
now. Let's see
so-called
what happens.
workers in
They
the
had to take
prime
my
working
they had to
age,
take my position
and a strong
first.
pace of immigration. As a result, the jobs to workers gap is well down from its peak and now stands just a bit above its 2019 pre-pandemic level. Nominal
Can we
wage
just have
growth
a
has
regular
eased
week?
over the past year. The strong labor market has helped narrow
Oh,
long-standing
you already know this.
disparities in
We're about down
employment
some
and earnings
bullshit.
across demographic groups. Inflation has eased notably
Yeah, I
over
think
the
we want
past
to
couple of years, but remains above the
Oh, man,
Federal
he
Open
called him a
Market
kneecap
Committee's
head.
longer run goal of 2%.
Oh, the black dude. The bald
Yeah,
Personal
dude.
consumption
he called
expenditures
who
prices
was it?
rose
He
It
do got a
was,
kneecap
2%
head.
over the 12 months ending in
Potts
May.
called Tim Scott
Core
a kneecap
PCE
head.
prices, which exclude the volatile food and energy categories, also
That was weak.
increased 2.6%. After a lack of progress toward our 2% inflation objective in the early part of this year, the most recent monthly readings have shown modest further progress. Longer-term inflation expectations appear to remain well anchored, as reflected in a broad range of surveys of households,
That's right.
businesses, and forecasters,
We couldn't get
as
below
well as
midnight
measures from
price
the financial markets.
today.
Our monetary
We're
policy
struggling to get
are
below
guided by
midnight
our
price.
dual mandate to
Let's
promote
see if
maximum
at
employment
some
and
point we
stable
get below
prices for
midnight.
the American
The
people.
VIX is getting a little bit
Toward these
aggressive, which
goals,
I
the committee
like.
has maintained the target range for the federal
But
funds rate
I don't know.
at 5.25 to
I'm just gonna be hands off
5.5%
for now because
since last
again,
July.
that's two back to back.
After having tightened the stance of
I
monetary
mean,
policy,
it's break even,
significantly
but
over the
I am
previous year
securing
and a
like
half.
2 or 3 ticks just
We've
to
also
cover the
continued to
fees, but
reduce our
it's
securities
not what I'm
holdings.
aiming for.
At our May meeting, we decided to slow the pace of balance sheet runoff starting in June, consistent with the plans released previously. A restrictive monetary policy stance is helping to bring demand and supply conditions into better balance and to put downward pressure on
And I took the
inflation.
break evens.
The committee has stated that we do not expect it would be appropriate to
Yeah.
reduce the target range for the federal funds rate
News is the
until we
reason.
have
I'm
gained
sure
greater
once
confidence
it's
that
done, price
inflation
will
is
run.
moving sustainably toward
Maybe.
2%.
We'll see.
Incoming data
I'll
for
tell you
the
this.
first quarter of this year
That
did not
15-minute
support
candle
such
does
greater
not
confidence.
look like we're coming
The
back
most
up.
recent inflation readings, however, have
Motherfucker
shown
looks
some modest
definitive.
further progress.
Holy
More good data
shit.
would strengthen our confidence that inflation is moving sustainably.
And we
toward
break the
2%.
low.
We continue to make decisions.
My God, are we
meeting
gonna come
by
back
meeting.
here and bounce again?
We know that reducing policy restraint too soon or too much
This is
could
nuts,
stall
man.
or even reverse the progress that we've seen on inflation. At the same time, in light of the progress we've made both in
Now this
lowering
meanwhile,
inflation
like,
and
yep,
cooling the labor
playing
market over the
YM.
past 2 years, elevated
Oh, is it that?
inflation is
That
not
EQ
the only
or
risk
YM?
we face.
Oh, that's EQ. Nice
Reducing
short, brother.
policy
Nice
restraint
short.
too late or too little could unduly weaken economic activity and employment. In considering
What you
adjustments to the
mean?
target
I
range
did
for
get
the
out. I
federal
got out
funds
of
rate, the
profit.
committee will continue its practice of carefully assessing incoming
I
data
wasn't
and
sure.
their implications for the evolving outlook, the balance of risks, and the appropriate path of monetary policy. Congress has entrusted the Federal Reserve with operational independence that is needed to
Body
take a longer-term
bag
perspective
alert.
in the pursuit of our dual
Damn.
mandate of maximum employment and stable prices.
Babe,
We
can you
remain
mute your
committed to
mic?
bringing inflation
Sweetie,
back
you're
down to our
unmuted.
2% goal and to keeping longer-term inflation expectations well anchored.
I was wondering
Restoring
where that
price
noise is
stability
coming
is
from. I was
essential
like,
to
damn.
achieving maximum employment and stable prices over the long run.
JP strikes
Our
again,
success in
blowing them
delivering on those
accounts.
goals
Yeah,
matters to
he
all of
blowing.
us.
He cooking the fucking
I'll
accounts right
conclude
now.
by
Like I
emphasizing that
said,
we
that's why when I
understand that our
left, I
actions
was like,
affect
yeah, let me
communities,
go to
families,
break
and
even
businesses
because I'm
across
not
the
really
country.
trusting this purple time.
Everything we do is in service to our public mission. Thank you. I look forward to your questions.
We're not doing that.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. And the senior member of the committee will begin the questioning. Senator Reed.
Thank you very much.
I think that might have
Mr.
been the high of the
Chairman.
week, Valdez.
Former President Trump has indicated that
Remember that?
he
Remember
would
that conversation?
propose, if elected, a substantial increase in tariffs between 10 and 60%, and
This is a
by
baptism
doing
right here.
this, eliminate the federal income tax. First, on the question of what would be the impact of tariff increases on prices, consumers, and the economy?
Thank you, Senator Reed. So I'm going to say that we go very far out of our way not to comment on campaign type
Damn,
information. We
Randall.
just don't do that. We also don't
All right,
comment
this is
on
the
trade
30-minute
policy.
demand
We
where I
have
wanted to get
really
long
specific
before.
and important jobs, and we try to stick to those.
Well, I'm glad I allowed you to establish that principle up front, Mr. Chairman.
Damn, you about to
Let
hold
me
me
go
this
find
shit?
it.
Where you see this candle?
10
You see this fucking one?
It's going to have an effect on prices in the shop aisle. It's going to increase them because they'll be passed on.
Hell no, I ain't that
60%
shit you
tariff.
feel. I'm looking at this motherfucking 1 minute
Jesus.
candle
And in
thinking,
fact,
bro, you
I've
better
been
get
told
the
that to
fuck
replace
out
the
of
income
this
tax,
shit.
we would have to
Hell
raise
no.
tariffs across the board 70% to make up for the loss
I
of
wouldn't.
the income tax.
Nah, boy, he ain't say
Which
nothing
would,
bad.
I think,
I'm
create
bullish.
huge
Not
economic
this
problem.
damn porridge
I
face.
respect your
Mhm.
impartiality and your neutrality, but
What do you call him? A porridge
the numbers
face?
don't seem to add up to anything that would help.
he
Uh,
said not this
Let
damn
me
porridge
switch to
face.
something else that might be
Oh,
more
that's
within
funny.
your line of response. You said in your opening
Mhm.
statement that labor markets appear to be in a better balance. And that's one of the key factors to judge whether interest rates can be raised. I must say I'm concerned a bit that we're not on a very faster track to decreasing interest rates from the Fed. And because of the better balance you cite. Could you comment on that, Mr. Chairman?
Sure. So
That was the sweep of all the lows
most
from
recent
last
labor
night. So
market
let's see what we
data
do from here.
do send, to your point, a pretty clear signal that labor market conditions have
What
cooled
I'm eating.
considerably compared to where they were 2 years
I'm
ago.
eating oatmeal.
This is no longer an overheated economy. This is an
got
economy, as I
conviction
mentioned in
and
my opening
drawdown?
remarks, that is more or less
You talking about
back
me?
by most measures to where it was before the pandemic.
Are you talking about
And that was a
pots?
strong labor market, but it
I'm
was
not
not
in
an
the market.
overheated labor market.
I'm looking at this
So I
15-minute
think
candle
the
continue to
upshot
come
of that
down.
really
There's no
is
fucking way I'm
that
short.
we're
I'm
well
long.
aware that
At this point, I'm
we
just
now
waiting on
face
the shit to
two-sided
close
risks and have
on
for
the
some time.
15-minute,
Now
and then I'm
the
looking to
labor
get
market
short.
appears to be fully back in
I just was
balance.
waiting on
We know
who's going to be the
that if we
winner.
move too
I
quickly,
just want to see us close below a
we
low
risk
officially.
we risk,
And then I'm looking to get
unnecessarily
long. I mean, I'm
hampering
looking to get
economic
short.
activity and possibly interfering with the
I don't trust
ongoing
these bulls
expansion.
right now.
We know that if we move too slowly,
Not with the VIX pumping up.
that we may undo.
I know how I feel about the volatility
Actually,
index.
it's the other way.
This motherfucker juking.
If we loosen policy,
Nvidia's coming
too late
down.
or too little, we could hurt economic
Might be
activity.
game
If
time
we
here.
loosen policy too much or too soon, then we could undermine the progress on inflation. So we're very much balancing those two risks, and that's really the essence of
Yep.
what we're thinking about
Here we
these
go.
days.
But the direction
Uh-huh.
seems to be going towards
Mhm.
lowering interest rates at some point, we would hope.
Here we go.
Rather than it's than a direction.
But I think if you look at the last summary of economic projections, I guess I would say it this
There's no
way.
way all of those
The,
sellers came in the market.
It doesn't
just
seem
now.
likely that the
They're
next
gonna let
policy
shit-
move would be a rate
I think they're about to
increase.
start
We don't
taking some
take things
profit.
like that off.
If they're gonna
That does
bounce,
not seem the
this is
likely
the first
direction. The
area
likely
where they
direction
would
does seem
bounce,
to be
but
in as we
yeah.
make more progress in inflation and as the labor market
they ain't
remains
looking too
strong,
good.
we begin to loosen policy at the right moment.
Thank you. Just 2 weeks ago, the Supreme Court handed down 2 decisions that impact every federal regulatory agency.
Ooh,
There you go.
Jesus.
Reserve.
They
There you
took
go.
that
They,
liquidity.
Up around
overturned
and
the
find
Chevron
out
case,
today.
which had
Everybody been
eliminated
so
judicial
long.
deference
Uh,
to agency decision making.
Thank God the Bulls are
many, many
here. Or the
decades.
Bears are showing
They
up
also
today.
dramatically extended the statute
Just
of
take the
limitations
low,
on
bro.
the
Please.
Administrative
We're
Procedure
tired of
Act.
buying.
What
Please
is your
up this shit.
is
We're
the
in deep
cumulative effect of
discount.
these
Not yet.
decisions on the Federal
Mm-mm.
Reserve?
This ain't
More
discount yet,
broadly,
bro.
what are
You
the
ain't seen
needs of the
discount.
economy
You about to
if
see it
virtually
though.
any
Today you about to
regulatory
see
decision
discount.
the Fed makes
Mm.
can be
If
second
this
guessed
VIX
by a
continues to
judge?
push, you about to see discount today.
What position are we in now?
Scrapes. I'm
So
telling
we're-
you, bro.
You know, we're as an
The market
institution
been needing this, man.
very
Don't
focused
try to
on,
fight this. The
reading
last thing
the
I said to
actual
my
letter and
Discord
intent
members
of the
is,
law and
if
following
we
it
start
carefully.
dropping,
This is a strong
I said, if we
institutional
start
value that we
dropping, do
have.
not try to fight this shit. Let this
Those
shit
are
happen
brand new
because
decisions that just came
these
down. and
motherfuckers
we're
are going to
really
be
in the
banking
process of
on
just studying them.
everybody
So I don't
fighting this
have
trend.
anything for you on
So
them, but
just
we
be
will,
careful.
of course, follow the law
all I
as
tell
the
you.
Supreme Court. As the Supreme Court has read it, because that's their job.
Well, thank you. And I concur with compliance with the law. But when you do your analysis, and if it is detrimental to your ability to regulate the banking industry in the United States, I think you have an obligation to make that public. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Senator Reed. Senator Scott from South Carolina is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Chair Powell,
Who's
you've
the
heard
chairman,
a steady
the
stream
worst sounding
of
motherfucker on
commentary
the
that
panel?
there will be changes to Basel III endgame proposal that can
I
be
like
seen
it.
certainly as
Delegate.
good news. Some
Delegation.
reports say it could be finalized as soon as August. Others say you are circulating a term sheet for a revised proposal. Through it all, this proposal will have outsized impacts on our banking system from big to regional to our US-based foreign
Mhm.
institutions, as well
Coming
as
down.
impeding access to credit for consumers. So even though you
Thank
yourself
God.
have
I'm
said
so
there will be
happy.
broad
This
and
shit is
material
freaking
changes,
dumping.
I believe this proposal is flawed, both in process and in substance, and should be withdrawn. Do you agree? And will you commit to withdrawing the existing proposal and issuing a new proposal with a robust notice and comment process?
Let me update everyone on the
Please.
status of all that. So over the past several months, we've had, in fact, Vice Chair for Supervision Barr has held a series of discussions with the other bank regulatory agencies around potential changes to the original proposal. I'm pleased to say that we've made quite a bit of progress on those and are very close to agreeing on the substance of those changes. And I can't really be specific because nothing is agreed until everything's agreed. So I won't have a lot of specifics for you today. The question where we're continuing to try to make progress is that of process. So it is my view, it is the strongly held view of members of the board that we do need to put a revised proposal out for comment for some period. And the reason is, when there are broad and material changes, that has been our practice. We don't see a reason to deviate from that practice. It seems to be consistent with past practice and with the Administrative Procedure Act. So that's very much what we think. And we're working through that question with the FDIC and the OCC. We haven't reached agreement on that, but I'm very hopeful that we will. We're prepared to move forward when we do reach agreement on that.
Well, I appreciate
Bulls.
most of your response there. I do want to discuss one aspect more of Basel before we move on to another topic. I find it very concerning with how much of this proposal, this process appears to have been done behind closed doors. The Fed, the FDIC, OCC proposed Basel III.
Yes, it's changing character off of its 30-minute demand.
Then in October,
Yeah, I'm long
the
699.
Fed began the
Stops at
collection of
break even.
data to conduct a quantitative
fucking
impact
around.
study on the cost of Basel.
This was
III
my
proposal.
pre-market
A
plan
study
here.
which I will note should
This
have
is
been
essentially a
conducted
sweep of Tokyo's
before
highs
any
or Tokyo's
proposal
lows.
was ever issued.
I want to see if we move up
Before to
from here.
January of this year, Vice Chair Barr committed to a public comment period once results of the study were published. We are still waiting to view the results. Keep in mind, all the while, we're hearing rumors that the Fed is working on revising its proposal and moving towards an updated version. Please help me understand, how will the Fed revise or reissue a capital proposal before receiving public comments? Basically my question.
Well, as you know, we have received extensive public comments, and we've also evaluated the quantitative impact survey that you mentioned.
Yes.
And so the idea would be, when we do reach agreement with the other agencies fully, that we would publish the proposed changes, and also the quantitative impact survey, and also the effects that the QIS suggests that the changes would have. So we'll put all that out for comment again for a period of time. And then, having had yet another round of comment, and we can then move toward finalizing. That's basically the broad strokes of how I would see this moving forward.
And how long do you see that opportunity for public comments?
So it would be meaningful. I mean, it might be 60 days. We don't need to it doesn't need to be a long one. But, before we do that, there's a lot of work that needs to take place, before you actually put out the revised proposal. Quite a bit of work. So it will take some time, and then we would put it out, and then there would be, I'm just taking that number, 60 days of comment, and then we would get the comments back, and there would be another period of evaluating the comments, and only then would you go final. So there are a number of steps here.
Yeah, thank you. Well, just final point, as I'm running out of time here. I think Senator Reid made the comment about the Chevron case and the impact that it could have, certainly curtailing, from my perspective, the regulatory state. The necessity of a cost-benefit analysis on new regulations that will impact the economy, I think, is quite helpful. In the thousand plus pages of Basel III, I think there were about 20 pages that reflected some kind of cost-benefit.
All right, move to stop some
approach.
profit
I
now.
really hope that we see more of that going forward.
Thank you.
Senator Tester from Montana is recognized.
Well, thank you, Mr. Chairman. Thank you for the courtesy. Chairman Powell, good to see you here today. Appreciate your work. Look,
Gotta watch what we do at
regardless of where I
33
go in the
and
state,
45.
housing is a big issue.
Both of those are
Building,
areas where the
Big
market
Buzz
could
Motor,
potentially
Buzz Beer, Big
reject.
Sandy, it doesn't matter.
We did break
Larger
structure,
towns,
but we changed
medium-sized
character
towns, small
again
towns,
right away,
housing is a huge
right at
issue.
my higher time frame demand
And I
zone.
think it's a
So
huge issue all
I'm
over
looking
the
at this
country.
as a
You're
reversal, not a retracement.
in that. And I was
I'm betting
wondering
that a
how
lot
the
of people are
housing
going to be trying to
challenges
short this on the way
fit
back
into
up.
the overall economic
So I'm
picture
hoping that they
you're
get
seeing.
trapped, so my position
So
can
we
get pushed up.
we do pay a lot of attention, and I would agree with you.
Or I become
We have
liquid.
significant housing issues in the country, and we had them before the pandemic. Certainly, the pandemic has created new distortions, and monetary policy works through interest-sensitive spending. There is no more interest-sensitive spending than buying a house and having a mortgage. So, for sure, our tighter policy is having an effect on economic activity in the housing sector. But I would also say the best thing we can do for housing is to succeed in getting inflation down to 2% on a sustainable basis, so that rates can come down, so that the housing market can get back to what was the pre-pandemic normal, which is to say still a housing shortage, but not dealing with the kinds of specific things we're dealing with now.
So let me drill down a little bit. I'm speaking not necessarily from a housing cost interest, and you're correct on the things you just brought up. I'm speaking more from a standpoint of economic growth, in that there are plenty of small businesses, schools, hospitals, Main Street businesses that can't hire people, they can't expand because there simply is no place for them to live. How does that fit into your economic
I
outlook?
said
Matt?
Powell taking profits right now.
Because I think
Hey,
it's,
probably
from
is.
my perspective at least, I think it's
Probably
limiting the
all in the
opportunity for
pockets. Give me that
expansion,
shit.
it's limiting the opportunity for entrepreneurs, just business startups. And does that fit into the economic picture that you look at?
So our mandate is for stable prices and maximum employment. And again, I think for housing supply, the best thing we can do is get inflation under control, so that rates can come back down, so that we can have a more normalized set of rates and a more normalized housing system. But I think policies to increase housing supply are really not so much in the hands of the Fed, they're in the hands of legislatures, state and federal.
Do you believe that if we were to put forth some
Yeah, my stops are right beneath
housing
that
incentives,
structure.
whatever
That
they may
structure,
be, that could have
702.
if those incentives resulted in
I
more
heard the
affordable
order
workforce
filled.
housing on the market, that would have positive impacts on the economy?
These are questions for you, but I would say this, that I'm aware that housing is in short supply, and that
When you're in profit,
for many, it's a critical
Yep.
need for the workforce.
Yep.
And so more of it is better. But as to where the fiscal policy how you should prioritize that, that's not up to us.
Look,
Yeah.
I want to talk about the independence of the Fed for a second, because I know that you are a strong supporter of independence, as am I. And political influence, I don't think, helps with monetary policy in the country. And so give me your perspective, at least, on why the central bank independence is so critically important.
Thank you. I'd be glad to. So essentially, all advanced economies have adopted a policy of central bank and operational independence. And that just means that we make our decisions, we're instructed to make them without taking in extraneous factors, one of which would be politics. And the record is pretty clear that that's a good it's a good institutional arrangement that serves the public well. And we just want to stress, as we do periodically, that this is an institutional choice that we make.
Yeah, I had that
country.
30-minute demand
As
zone
long
down
as
there
it's
too.
seen to serve the public well, it's a good choice. We think so.
Okay, on advanced economies, there's some that talk about the economy of this country not being in very good shape. From your perspective,
Pamp it, pamp it, pamp it.
tell me how the economy of this country is doing compared to other advanced economies that have central banks.
So I'm in lots and lots of international discussions as part of my job. And the story for the last 2 years has been just how exceptional the performance of the U.S. economy has been. And that's not a secret. Clearly the U.S. economy has performed very well compared to sort of our advanced economy colleagues.
Is there any country in the world with a central
As the
bank
Vice
that
said,
economy
Powell
is
is 70 for 200 years.
As a central
What he
bank?
drinking?
No, any economy that's an
That's
advanced
facts.
economy
The
that has a
motherfucker
central
look the
bank
same as he did during
performs better.
the Trump
None
administration.
comes to
He
mind.
aged
As
one
I think of the
day.
majors, the answer would be no.
Okay, thank you.
He looked the exact
Senator
same.
Kessler, Senator Rounds of South Dakota is recognized.
Bro, why they got the
Mr.
worst sounding motherfucker
Chairman.
as like
Mr.
the
Chairman,
chairman of
thanks
this
for
shit?
coming
Like,
again and
don't
visiting
let
with
him
us.
talk no more.
I just want to focus on two specific items, and I'm going to start with the Basel III endgame discussion. I think Senator Scott did an excellent job of kind of laying out the concerns that many of us have had with it. I would like to go back into just one particular issue, which I think a lot of folks out there that follow this, and I know it's technical in nature, but let me just ask a specific question, and you can kind of pick it apart for me, please. Both you and Vice Chair Barr have confirmed that there will be material changes to
Yeah,
the
yeah,
proposal
above
outlined.
34,
Since there
above
will be
34, we
some
go higher. But
Do
if
you
we
believe
can't break
where the
34,
agencies have
I think
landed
we're gonna
now
go
would be
back down.
considered a logical
I'm gonna take
outcome
I'm just waiting.
of the original
I'm just waiting for a
proposal
pullback. I
under
really
the
like your
separate-
trade. I wanted to see us break that
For those
structure
people
first,
who are
and
not
I'm just
familiar with,
waiting on a
that's the
pullback. If I
legal
don't get
test
one, then
for
I guess
that
I'm
turns
sitting on
out
my
to be
hands
if it's
still. But
logical outgrowth. If it's not a logical outgrowth, that would legally require.
Yeah, I think we could
reproposal.
come back down.
And I don't want to make
but
the legal judgment. I
I'm
will
just
I'm
just
looking
say
for us to
debating
come
whether I
back
want
down
to
to
take 3
704.
my view and the
or if I want to just wait till I want to wait till we get above that
some of my
high
colleagues on the
48.
board is that it
Then
will
I
be
might take
appropriate
something
for
else,
us to put out
depending on how we
changes
act.
again for a period of comment.
Again, I
because
just don't like the
it's the
fact
right
that we're
thing to do. It's what
stalling
we
out
would
at this
do
high.
typically in a situation where there are,
But as long as we
material
continue to
changes
buy,
to a
I'm good with it.
proposal.
Do you feel that you have a
Yeah, I'm
consensus
over
in the
here
board
fighting
to
my
allow that to
FOMO,
move
bro.
forward?
Fighting my
Those are-
Be
fucking
ready to
FOMO.
trade, bro. You gotta sit up and be ready to
Yes,
trade.
but
You
of course
lame.
we have
No,
to get
You
I
ain't even
no,
looking
the
at trade.
FDIC and the OCC.
no, I know. I
you know,
definitely
in
was. I
discussions
just
with
didn't
them
get my
to work-
confirmation
to
that I
work on
wanted. I
something
wanted
that
us to
would
break the
meet
high and then
that
come back
need,
down and retest
and
it.
we have to get
That's why I'm
It was
just
the
sitting back
sweep.
chilling.
It was the
Assuming
sweep of that
sounds like there's a
1027
gap
candle that was my
might go down.
confirmation.
Yes.
Once we swept that candle and came right back up, I was like, I'm taking
Would it be
this.
fair to say that
Yeah,
we'll probably be looking at
I want us to come back
final
down,
determinations or
put in
recommendations
a true
for the Basel III endgame
inverse head and
proposal
shoulders.
probably into next year before it would become anything of a final
But that
determination.
doesn't look like I'm gonna
I
get what I
think
want.
that
It's
may be
okay.
right. It's That's something like that could be right. Yeah. I mean, it's you can't be. It's hard to be precise. You know, we would put it out. It takes some time to write this stuff up. Then you put it out for comment. Then you get the comments. Then you read the comments. Then you write the final rule. You know, beginning part of next year is a good guesstimate.
The only reason why I push is because there are so many folks directly involved with this and the impact on our economy here and with a lot of our financial institutions. This is a significant change, and it's one that a lot of people are following. So I'm trying to get you to get into the depth of this as much as possible. And I thank you
Hobbs is
for
long.
that.
Yeah, I got long.
I'd also want to go into one other area. And once again, this is something that you and I have had visits about in front of this group before, but I want to talk about what the parts of inflation are and what parts you can control and what parts as the Fed you really can't control. The demand side of the equation on inflation is the part that you have the tools to work with.
Hold on. Yo,
But
level.
there is the supply.
I thought you
side
ain't had no
of the
plan this
equation,
morning.
which is still out there. And I want to just lay this out because
You know what he told us, Justin? He's like, I ain't got no plan today. Yo, level.
starting points that
You
we
don't
talk
get to
about
come in here
is
and
when this
say
administration
levels.
took office and what happened with supply side issues at that time. And as I work my way through this, I just want to share the concern that I've got. And then I recognize you don't want to be political in it, but I want to lay this out. And then I want to talk about what you can control and what you can't control with regard to making changes on inflation through the processes that you have.
You breaking up pretty bad, bro. I know you got a bunch
When
of shit.
President Biden took office,
Just thought I'd let you know.
gasoline prices, since President Biden took office, gasoline prices have risen over 54%. Energy prices have risen 41%. Fuel oil prices have risen 37%. Now, I can go on, but you understand what I'm saying is energy has increased substantially.
He didn't
And I
chart
think
white
one of the
so he
reasons
just-
for
Yeah,
this
I
has
mean,
been
I
additional
don't have
demand as
anything
we've
for
come out of the
YM.
pandemic. But the other part of this has been whether or not investors really want to go back in and invest in traditional
But I
energy
think
resources.
I think if ES
after
pulls
the
back,
president
I
made
mean,
the
it's got to pull back 30
determination to
points. But if
cancel
we
the
can pull back
Keystone
30 points, how
XL
long it
pipeline on the day
depending
that
on
he
how it
stepped into
looks. But
office. When he did that, he sent one heck of a message to investors about traditional energy and investing in traditional energy in the United States, and the fact that a multi-billion-dollar contract or contract could be canceled with the stroke of a pen. Now, my question to you is, what percent, or has there been a discussion
NQ is
about
just
what
not pulling
percent
back.
or what amount of the inflation that we've seen, over 20% increase in terms of affordability for a lot of our products?
Man, these
How
bulls
much
ain't
of
seen
that
a
is
pullback like
attributable
that
to
in
the
a minute.
demand
They was
side,
like,
and how much
what?
is really attributable to
Discount?
the challenges that we've seen in this country?
Discount. Thank you,
It's a question
Jerome.
we've thought about a lot, and any attempt to reduce that to a precise number would be inappropriate because it's
This
so
dope
uncertain.
face
But I
needs to
think
shut
we
the
can
fuck up.
say, I believe strongly
It's
there's a
crazy.
significant demand element and there's a significant supply element. And we've seen the supply side heal so much over the course of the last year or so, and we clearly see that that's contributing to lower inflation. We also see cooling demand, for example, in the labor market. So the two forces are working together. I can't really break it down. It would be such an imprecise estimate. I'd
Just
hate to
simply
say.
just simply an acknowledgement, though, that it is both
It's
demand
both. It's definitely
and
both.
it is supply.
It is both. Yeah,
Thank
for
you.
sure.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. My time has expired.
Has risen by 0.5 percentage point over the past year. The number of job openings has dropped almost 50%. The hiring and quit rates are now below pre-pandemic levels. I'm concerned that if the Fed waits too long to lower rates, the Fed could undo the
Thank you,
progress we've made.
because I didn't know what the
Good
fuck
paying
he
jobs.
said.
Full employment is part of the mandate, as you
I was like,
say over and over. How are you
okay.
assessing the risks of higher
All right,
interest rates
whatever.
in the labor market?
So I completely agree with your characterization.
Oh, my
The
goodness.
latest data do show that we've
Gotcha,
had
gotcha,
considerable
gotcha.
cooling
Yeah,
in the
yeah,
labor
yeah.
market.
I got
And
$6.99.
we're very much aware that we have two-sided risks now,
He
as I
ain't
mentioned
drink some
earlier.
water.
And
Jesus Christ.
we're
Yeah, this
determined to
is
balance those as
horrible,
best
bro.
we can.
Man, that's
We
just
wanna
his
see
Can't
voice,
believe that this
more
is
man.
good
the
inflation
guy.
data.
Like, this is the
And we
guy
also
that
want
y'all
to
got.
continue to
Like,
see a strong labor market.
I
Those
took
two
3
things are
contracts
equal
off
under
at
the
midnight,
law.
guys.
We have this
Very
challenging
poor.
He's the
thing to
chairman.
balance them,
He's
but
the
we're
chairman
very
of the
conscious that that is our job, and we're
committee.
trying to do that.
Well,
I know.
You
I'm
know
just
that if
saying, like, I
unemployment
can't believe that
trends
this is
upward,
the
you
guy.
must act immediately
Yeah,
to
this is
He's
protect
the
coming back.
guy.
Americans'
Here come these
jobs.
bears.
Workers have too much to
All
lose
right.
if the Fed
This is what I want.
overshoots inflation target and causes a completely unnecessary recession. We will say that
Nah,
I
we
mean,
still
I'm
going
good.
up.
over and
We
over
just
and
had to
over
pull
again.
back.
I think you understand that. Housing, higher interest
I don't
rates are
think this is
making
affordable.
housing.
Oh, but that was the
more
50%
unaffordable.
of
Higher
Yeah,
the,
that was
rates
the
50%.
entire
That's why I
pose a lower
said we needed to
cost,
trade
yet housing
above.
prices to
Damn,
continue
can you
to
turn this
soar.
fucker down?
By
I can't
keeping
even
rates
talk over you.
high, the Fed ignores the economic
It's like he
reality
got
of
louder.
millions of
Did you just turn it
Americans
up?
struggling
I
to
didn't
make
touch
ends
him.
meet.
It's so
Let me
weird. Like
ask
he
you
started,
three
like
quick
did he just eat
yes
the
or
mic or
no
something?
questions, if you would answer that way. Since
No,
late
like
2022,
that's
when
why
the Fed began
34.
raising rates, has the volume of
It got
housing
louder, right?
sales
Okay, I
increased.
knew I wasn't tripping. I'm like, bro,
I
what the
believe
fuck
it
just
has,
happened?
yes.
Since
I
late
didn't touch it.
2022, has the median home price increased?
Yeah, I'm like,
I
yo,
didn't
Since
touch it.
late
That was not me.
2022, have
I
monthly
didn't say it was.
mortgage
I
payments
didn't think it
become
was you. It's just
more
I could
affordable
just
or
tell
less
it got loud
affordable
as
for
hell. I'm like, yo,
homeowners?
what the fuck?
Less affordable.
Okay, thank you. In short,
All right, now
despite
we buy this
housing
back
sales
up. I think
declining,
we're okay.
the median price for a single family home has increased by nearly $20,000. People are spending a greater share of their income
in,
in
Jay?
mortgage payments. So in some higher rates,
No.
it's clear higher from your answers and data. It's clear higher rates are not
It's a
bringing down
perfect head
housing
and shoulders at
costs.
707.
Cost
That's
of
what you asked
home
for.
ownership is going.
It's hard to buy that shit when it's coming down
Let
that
me
fast.
shift to the Synops bankruptcy since
Yeah,
mid-May.
yeah,
Tens of
it's
I mean,
thousands
but
of
I
difficult.
want
people,
to pull
including
back.
many
You're like, well, I
Ohioans,
gotta pull
lost
back.
access to their
Oh,
money
that
due to the
that
bankruptcy
one
of this
candle was
fintech
was
middleman.
something different right
Reports
there.
indicate that as much
I
as
ain't want that
$95
kind of
million
fucking
may
pullback.
have
I'm
gone missing.
good.
The
I
Fed
don't want to buy
oversees
that
one of
shit.
Synops's
Yeah, that shit
former
came down
partner
hot,
banks
bro. I was
involved,
like,
Bank
ooh,
and Trust. As a
shit, that
regulator,
should trap
it's
some
your
sellers.
job to make sure that banks protect the people whom they serve. What's the Fed doing
Who's getting
to
trapped right now is the
customers
question.
who
Is it
felt
the
the
Bulls or
impact
the
by the
Bears?
Synops collapse?
Who's
What are you
trapped?
doing to regain
Who's
access
in
to
the
their
most
money?
pain, baby?
We do supervise the
That
bank.
tapped the
We don't
70
supervise
perfectly
Synaps or
too.
let alone the fintechs
71,
that
yeah.
feed into
That was
Synaps.
the
And we're
hidden
strongly
verse head and
encouraging,
shoulders at 707.25.
Evolve to do
Run that
whatever it
line
can
straight
to
across.
help, make
It
money
tapped
available to
perfectly.
those depositors. We also, as you may know,
Can't be
did an
scared, bro. You
enforcement
gotta get
action
in. You gotta
against
get
before
in.
this all happened. We
I
did
was
an
looking for
inspection and
704.
looked
Yeah,
at
you're looking for
Evolve.
705.75,
We hit
but I
them with
mean,
a
it hit
enforcement action around these
707.
very risk management issues.
You didn't take it because it didn't
again,
hit
before
3 points.
before the current
Come
situation.
on, man.
Okay, it's critical that consumers are made whole as soon as possible. We will continue to talk to you about that. We will watch. We will
Just
let
don't
you
let
know we're
yesterday's
watching.
price
The Fed
action
needs to use its
fuck with you
supervisory
today.
authority
I think
to
you're
ensure
kind of
that
letting that shit
Evolve
get
is
to you right
creating the
now.
resources
And so
necessary
like
to
you're really,
return
really
those
hesitant
funds
to trade. Like
the
you gotta
account
get back on the
holders.
horse, man.
Last comment.
Don't punch that motherfucker in the
I wanna
mouth.
note one last thing.
Yesterday you would have
Last
took that
year's
trade
Fed report
100%.
on the failure of Silicon Valley Bank
Today
noted how
you're
incentive-based
hesitating. So
compensation
you gotta get out there and
encouraged
shoot, bro.
excessive
Just go out there and put a
risk-taking
shot
that
up.
led to the bank's failure. You either watched or had reports of when those bank CEOs testified in front of
Yeah,
you.
you'll feel better.
Yeah, take one L.
It's the truth though. At least
Incentive-based
you'll get it out the
compensation,
way. Like, you know
that
what?
led
I
to
got
the
that
bank's
shit out the
failure. I
way.
mentioned
Like,
it
now I
said
can
that
trade.
SVB managers, quote,
Like,
had a
fuck it.
financial incentive to focus on short-term
Bro,
profit
we coming up,
over
bro.
sound
Relax.
risk management.
We'll be with
That's
you in
what
just
a
a
number
moment.
of us, Senator Smith, Senator Butler,
Relax.
Senator Warren, Warner and I have said over and over.
Yeah, don't worry.
That,
You won't get too
that
much.
short-term profit over sound risk management causes
We'll be with you in
significant
just a
problems to
moment,
our
sir.
financial system.
As soon as
Compensation
we take out these
practices still
fucking midnight sellers,
still
we'll
pose
be with you in
a
just a
threat
moment.
to our banking system. I urge you to move quickly.
Wait till 11,
Join your
Justino.
colleagues
Oh,
in the
Jesus,
long
Justino.
overdue rulemaking on executive compensation. And you know, you read the
Yeah.
reports.
6 more
the
minutes. My
outrage
son's home. I'm
of
probably gonna go
of the
chop it up
public
with him for a
about
little bit to
executive
this shit, do whatever the fuck he's gonna do.
compensation
I already took
continuing
some
up
profit,
and up and up.
and my
With a
stop's in
role,
profit. So
significant role, a legal role.
if it stops me out, it is what it is.
Thank you.
I think I'm gonna start trading with
Rachel,
8 contracts
you
though,
guys.
because I think I like the idea of just taking 3 off at my highs, but I would rather be in full size.
Game and I want to be
I do
mindful
it.
of time. Just simply, can I get a commitment from you on releasing the results of the QIS?
The risk on
plan to
what?
release the results of the QIS.
8
What's that
cons?
Just well, first we had
I don't
to
have
move
any more
forward
risk.
with the other banking agencies, but as soon as possible.
Can you imagine?
Oh, I know. That's why I said I have to. I don't know. I have to
Any
do
other
the.
banking
I have to do
agencies have a
the.
concern with releasing it?
I have to
Or
do
is
the
it just a
math.
matter of
Not
pro forma? Okay.
But
No, it's just a matter of
16
the
points, 16 bucks a
agreement
point,
on the revisions to
essentially,
we
right?
also had to
Because
proceed.
16 bucks a
That's great.
point.
And
So
I really
I'm
appreciate
normally
the-
risking
the
200.
the feedback that I've
for-
received
for
from you. I
20
should have started
points.
by thanking you again for
Then
your
I would have to
continued
risk what, 360,
accessibility and
400
discussions
on
outside of
ACON?
the committee. They're very productive, and I appreciate that and your leadership at the Fed. I grew up in the 70s. Got Social Security number in 1973 when I was
Who
12 years
cares,
old. I made my
Tillis?
first payment. So I've been following
Nobody
the
cares.
government as a youngster. And that was a really lousy
Let's
time.
go. In long.
entering the
Let's go.
workforce.
Let's go.
Tell me, and I'm
Nice
hearing
entry.
discussions
I
among
like
some
it.
of our members now that would almost be
715.
reminiscent.
Oh, you got
of
in on that
discussions
pullback?
with prior Fed members saying, "Look, we got to lower interest rates, and we've got inflation.
short?
We crazy for trying to
unemployment out of
phase you?
control." So it sounds like we're taking play.
I like
some
the shorts up here
suggestions
too.
from some of my
I'm
colleagues.
not
or
crazy.
plays
I'm
from
in profit.
baseball that didn't
I'm
prove
not
to be
crazy
very
at all.
effective back in the 70s. What can we learn? What would, I'm not going to ask you about where you go.
Oh, he
from
didn't
here,
get loan.
but if
He was
we
in
look
loan
back and do a
pullback.
postmortem on some of the decisions that were made when we had consistently high uninflation, we had the inflation, I should say, we had consistently high unemployment. What lessons can we learn there, or what mistakes should we not necessarily repeat? And I know every
Ooh, all right, I'm out right there.
this is a
17.
fingerprint of a challenge. It's not
What's up, Gary?
exactly
You up, bud?
like the
Thanks,
stressors that
thanks.
we had back in the 70s. But what can we learn from the decisions, what I think are arguably the wrong decisions made back then when we were dealing with high unemployment and high inflation? What did we learn?
Number one thing we learned.
Go
was
kill him,
that
Valdez.
you
Go get him.
Take it on and stick with it until it's done. And that doesn't
Let's
sound
go.
controversial.
Beat 'em
now,
up,
but it actually
baby.
was back then. And so
And
people
Pac-Man.
didn't
Yeah, that's
really
me.
get in there
Hey,
and get it
hey,
done.
hey.
Inflation
Y'all
kept
better
coming
get out down here, though.
I also think there are significant
Y'all
differences.
better get out of them
differences
shirts
to the
down here, though.
questions there a minute ago. It's a combination of a supply side that we had
What?
very
What? Go
supply
ahead and
shocks,
say it.
along with
I can get back at these fucking
demand
loans so
shocks from the
goddamn
reopening
fast
of the
out there.
economy and from all the other things that happened. So
Don't do it.
I think we have to. Each one of these things is different in its own way. Try to learn. The lessons.
You agree or disagree? Any disconnect
they
between
coming.
inflation
They coming.
and inflation expectations from the 2% target should be addressed now and not at a later time?
Yeah, pause.
Absolutely.
Pause. My bad. I apologize.
I like
I
that
apologize.
answer.
Pause.
I want to go to something different. I'm trying to go into a lightning round now and finish on time.
A lightning round.
We've
What is this round
seen the
then?
2024 stress
Motherfucking
test results
Cadillac
for the
round?
banking, U.S. banking system. It looks like to me, by
Slow,
every
like
objective
Cadillac,
measure,
takes better.
we've got a
Get
banking
ready.
system that's on strong financial
Fine.
footing. Do you agree?
Yes.
Justin, that tap at
One last
700
thing,
was
as the Fed
50% of
considers
the
making
previous
broad
high.
and material changes to the
Just
Yeah,
supposed to know.
proposal back
I know.
on that one.
Say I didn't
Can
tell
I
you.
urge you not to overlook
Say I
the
didn't tell
second
you.
order issues, important FDOs in certain regionals to ensure the bank that the banks are not unduly influenced? If the current proposal, for example, the outsized operational risk costs were high, are we going to take care of that in any sort of reproposal?
Let me just say we're very conscious of the comments across the spectrum: foreign banks, domestic banks, small, medium-sized banks. You know, everyone's going to get heard carefully as part of this process. That is our obligation.
And I think in response to
The hell is this
Senator
rainbow
Brown's
chart you got,
question, did
Malik?
indicate there's probably because of the nature of the
Just,
likely
Fibonacci.
changes from what Mr.
I
Barr
know.
expected to what may ultimately come. We are going to open it up to comment again.
That's the strong view of the Federal Reserve. We're working on that question with the FDIC and the
It looks
OCC
like an
on
ocean.
the path to do that. But
Very good.
from our standpoint, that's
Looks like
essential.
a
I
fucking
think it's a
ocean.
strong view from at least several members on this side of the dais here. That would be very, very important because I think it's going to materially change. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thanks, Senator Tillis. Senator Warner of Virginia is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Chairman Powell, it's good to see you again. Coming this late in the questioning.
That's what I said.
At least hit a couple of the items that my colleagues
He said, "Hey,
hit,
yo."
because I make sure it's noted that I raised them as well.
Oh, my
First of all, I
goodness.
agree with the chairman. You know, I probably hear more on housing and housing affordability than any other issue. And
Nah, man, y'all keep short these lows down here. That's what I want y'all to do. Don't get nervous now. Keep holding.
the answer, but I
Keep
want
holding.
to add my 2 cents here. We've got to find a way to start bringing mortgage rates down.
The low
People
at 700.
unlock that housing market. And again,
The low of
we
this,
discussed the rate cut issue, and I know you've got to
yeah, low of
navigate
this
that,
low consolidation right here.
Hope it's sooner than later.
We should hold
I
this.
will not recap what I've done in the last couple hearings.
Oh, Justin's in long? I thought he said he
the
was
discount
short.
window proposal
No.
that I've gotten that I know you're working on.
He said no.
Before
I'm
we
not doing that.
think about additional regulations, and we do need in some cases.
You redid what?
Smart window is an underused tool, was one of the original tools for the Fed. A lot of my colleagues have talked about quantitative easing, or
I don't know
Basel
what Malik's
III
talking
Endgame.
about.
I do hope when we get the revisions
Alright,
that
I'm
we'll
moving-
see
I'm
the
moving
quantitative
down.
analysis that, again, Senator Tillis already raised and other colleagues have raised. I also hope that one of the questions I raised in my March letter to you was
I've seen your video.
uncertainty
You're
in the
not out
regulatory
yet.
structure, how it intersects with existing
I'm not out.
regulatory structure and terms of market risk,
What did he
credit
say in the
risk.
video? He said he got out, but he was still in.
Oh, when I cut it. No, when I
Have
cut
that
it too
as
early.
the
No, I wasn't about to
revisions
cut it.
come out. I think one of the things that this,
Hey, Valdez, I'm long
this committee on
7-Eleven.
Basel
Get out the
III,
way. I just got long right
raised
now.
was that
I'm gonna need you to get out the way,
it is
Valdez.
my
Okay.
understanding at least,
I'm gonna need you to
looked
move,
at-
bro.
you
Move, bro.
may be all looking at
Get out the way.
revisions to liquidity standards as well.
Stops at 6.99.
And wanted to see what you
I mean,
could say
I'm gonna
about
have
that
fun.
and whether
What's your
that
stop loss
sort
here,
of,
bucko?
those standards are under review and what your thinking is.
And I think
I'm
that,
not
that
worried
actually
about
connects
you.
to the Silicon Valley Bank questions as well, where I think
Nope. I don't need no screenshot. You ain't gotta send me nothing.
assumptions about
I'm gonna hear it. I know I'm gonna
It's
hear
a separate
it.
proposal that we're also working on. And, very important. I think we saw how fast the world was
So you want a screenshot and say?
faster
Nah, I
than
want nothing. I
prior
want
world.
nothing from
That's the
you.
new world, and that's some estimate of what that world is baked into things like the liquidity coverage ratio, for example.
Right, and wasn't that the case with, if you had
26.
25 cents on
What's
the
your stop?
depository dollar in
42?
6
That's a nice
hours,
stop.
no matter
I
what
like
the
that.
capital standards are.
Yeah.
And one of the things, I guess, there was a lot of talk after SVB,
Mm-mm. No. Keep that shit up there.
internet-driven runs.
Keep that shit up there.
A lot of us raised concerns. Candidly, I'm not sure I've heard any good proposals.
I mean, I know you can't lose. I know what you're gonna do. As soon as it starts going in your favor, in our favor, you go like, and I'm long. Let's go, baby.
Responsible behavior by some of the folks that were major
He
depositors.
said, I'm not gonna lose.
He said,
I
hold
know you're
on.
not gonna
In many
lose.
ways, shouted fire in the crowded theater, and we've not seen.
I know you're not gonna
action
lose.
deployed. I would welcome
As
additional
soon as we
ideas
get above
as well.
45, he gonna be
That
like,
brings me to
and
the
I'm
last
long.
questions around
You can't beat Valdez for
advisory
real.
reform
He a
and
op.
the GAO criticized the Fed's
Oh, did you just get long?
supervisory,
Good.
procedures
He's in the blender, ladies and gentlemen.
2023
He's in the
failures.
blender. You better pick a side.
It is a whole brand new world.
You better pick a
Are
side.
we going to look at, will your changes
Yeah,
to supervisory standards be comprehensive? Will they be one-off?
Yes.
How do you think about that?
Yes,
in
I
light of
think
the
you would do
GAO,
that. Yes, I do.
report, and also in light of just SVB and the few of the others?
He said, no, I would
Vice Chair
not.
Barr who's vice chair for supervision, is leading a process of looking at the way we supervise
good.
banks and thinking about how we
I'm gonna
can,
bet on the Bulls down here. Though.
where it's appropriate,
See what
more
we got.
forceful where it's appropriate. And I think,
They could,
they've
and then I'll
done
get back
a
in.
dive and tried to learn these lessons and then implement them in a way that is appropriate. So that's a big project going on at the Fed right now, which really vice chair for supervision leads.
Oh, they respected the hell out of it. The gap isn't causing a new low. So if they put in a new low, I think we might be in trouble. But
Thursday through Sunday, and I think the solution you guys came up with, the administration came up with by Sunday night was a good one, but they were a pretty scary 3 or 4 days there, and it did seem like the process, I don't know, completely.
yeah, I'm not giving
fully
it
ahead of that.
680 though.
But I firmly believe that there
Yeah,
should
I'm
have
not
been
giving it that. I'd rather get back in at
clear
680.
early warning system and trying to make sure that that we wouldn't be in that kind of crisis situation going forward. And again, I
From here,
would strongly
hell no.
encourage any additional thoughts on this technology risk and how we get that right. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Thank you,
Takes in order. Senator Kennedy of Louisiana is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chairman, our economy is slowing, is it not?
No.
Yes, although
Don't
still
let Valdez
growing at a
win.
solid pace.
Our unemployment
All right, we're coming
rate
down here.
is
I'm gonna stop
rising,
now.
is it not?
Yes, it is, although the labor market is still strong.
I'm watching a 5. 5
Um,
looks aggressive.
Our labor market is slowing, is it not?
He said, yeah.
Yes, but I'd say unemployment
Hey,
is
you was coming home to our
still low by
squad
historic
in like
standards.
2 seconds. Don't
It
sit
is
here and act like you were.
Yes.
All right, well, I'm stopped out right there for
And
$6.99.
I was looking at the recent jobs.
You thought about it. You was coming.
I know
You were on
glanced
the
at 'em
way.
too.
All right. I'm still looking to entertain these loans down
About
here.
3/4
I still like this area. This
of
still
the
fits
net
my
new
plan.
jobs that were
I'm gonna wait
created and
until this
created
1110
were in
macro comes
government,
down. Let's see what happens. We're
healthcare,
still
and
looking
social
very, very
justice.
bearish though.
What
So
does that tell you?
if we continue to
That's
drop, I'm not
that's a
gonna fight them.
concentration. You'd rather see broader job
If
creation.
we're gonna
than
bounce,
that.
we're gonna do it from
Those
here.
three areas have, in some reports, they've been, as it was this time. They've
Well,
been
I know I
predominant
didn't disagree with
creation
you.
jobs.
I didn't say you were incorrect.
That tells you that job creation's
What I
becoming
said
less
was
broad
I'm
and
not giving it
commodity
that
and
much.
it's narrowing.
It tells you the
Yeah, I know.
government's creating those jobs,
I
doesn't
think
it?
we're saying the same thing. I'm
Well,
not
it's
disagreeing.
government. It's.
I'm
it's
just
also
wasn't. I just wasn't
in-person
willing to give
services.
it.
It's also,
Huh?
Well,
some of it's government.
Manufacturing's been flat.
Yes, manufacturing's not creating a lot of new jobs these days.
Information technology shed jobs over the past 2
No,
years.
if you get back in, you might as well gave it that. But the way that I want to trade it,
Leisure
I
and
wanted to trade it below
hospitality
the.
jobs have slowed almost to trickle.
Okay.
That's a place where there was a desperate worker shortage, and they've done quite a bit of hiring, but they're catching up now.
I mean, three-quarters of the jobs that are being created
Mhm.
in our economy can be related directly or indirectly to our spending deficits, can't they?
In this report, in this single report, I don't know that.
That's if I get
healthcare
back
is
in.
really,
You're
government
assuming
spending.
that I'm going to get back in if
Something
it drops
Where
this.
do you
and
think these hospitals get their money?
They may
I
get
don't
it,
know
but
what you talk about, you
not-
guys. I'm
spending
talking
on-
about my trade.
spending
I'm
on
talking about
healthcare is
the
not
risk. The risk that was put
necessarily
on
directly deficits.
for me was based off
I would
one trade
disagree.
management, right? So my 7-Eleven entry, 699 was an
Here's
invalidation
my
point for
point.
me
We talk
because
a lot
that
about
was the low of the inverse head
expectations in
and
terms of
shoulders low.
inflation.
I didn't
How
want to
we expect
risk
there to be
all of my
inflation.
profits, so I gave it as much as I
We'll
was
get
willing to
inflation.
risk. If it comes down
It seems
again
to me,
and it doesn't break the
consumer
low, or it comes down again and
expectations
it's
play a
breaking
bigger
the low
role in
and
the
closing below the
economy
low, I'm just not going to get in.
than we
right?
cede.
I'm just not going to touch it. But where we are right
Most of
now,
our
I am
economy
more
is
than willing to put
American
the risk on
consumer
down here
is not-
again with a better entry.
Unlike, say, China,
But
which is
the way that
manufacturing.
I'm going to manage it is based off where I am
and I
on the
listened
day.
to you
I'm
cite
profitable on the day.
the
There's
statistics.
nothing the market can do to hurt me. I was
But
willing to risk
most
$110.
Americans,
It just didn't work out.
Mo-
Had the
most
trade went in my
Americans don't feel
favor,
good about the economy.
then it still would have been green on the day.
No, and
Right.
we don't tell people.
I'm still green on the day. Like I'm not tripping.
I mean,
I'm just
isn't it a
managing the
fact
trade
that
based
most
off
people
where
in
my account is
the
on the
US
day
and
and what
we're
I
in
feel like I
economics.
can risk. In that
I'd
moment,
say
I
that's
couldn't
easy.
risk
We get
30
paid
points
more
to the
to
low.
live worse.
I wasn't going to risk $300 of my overall
I
profit.
wouldn't touch
Unless the only way I would have risked the
Don't
overall low is if I
a
was
sentence
sized down.
with that word in it.
And then I could have risked it with comfort.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't have been comfortable
I mean,
risking
we
the
can
30
pretty
points.
this up all we
Even
want.
though
I guess my point is, I know you
mindset
wanna
wise,
do this anyway, but I'd be a
you
little
risk the
careful.
30 points or the 40. You're like, well,
People
if I lose, then I
just
risk the
don't
full
feel better
300.
off.
Or I could just recognize that I'm losing,
And
right?
one can
Get out of the
most
trade for my stop
argue,
loss
well, you
and
should,
either
compared to
re-enter, or
Europe
just leave this area alone
or
altogether.
compared to
Because it
China,
feels like the buyers are trying to
uh,
fight back, but the sellers are
compared to
just eating
Canada.
through the liquidity.
But they
If that's the case, then I'm gonna just stay hands
feelings
off
are
right now.
feelings.
You know
People
what I'm
don't
saying?
feel good about this economy. And it's primarily because of inflation. Let me use my final 30 seconds to ask you. I listened to my good friend, the chairman, give his opening statement.
My good
Yeah,
friend.
I still
I think
like the
inflation is
area.
caused by
As long as we
corporate
hold below or above 80,
Make
I
a
think it's
comment
a
on
good
something the
area.
chairman was speaking about.
I'll
but
go ahead.
I think it's the area for the reversal, but
I will just say,
I want to see the
we
aggression come
see
from
at the
these
Fed, we
bulls.
see inflation as when there's an imbalance between supply and demand, and we use our tools to work on the demand side of that. and
We're
bring
just
it
kind
down
of
to the underlying
stuck.
supply.
Even inside of this
So
macro, we're
so
just
when
kind
you
of
doing
stuck
lower
right here.
interest rates?
The downtrend is still
Today,
strong,
not going to be
but the uptrend
sending,
is
any
in
signals
control.
about the
So
timing of any future actions.
just
Thank you,
chilling.
Mr. Chairman.
Senator Smith of Minnesota is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Welcome, Chair Powell. It's good to see you again. I want to follow up on kind of the
Yeah,
line
lock
of
yourself
questioning
out,
that
bro. You
Senator
don't want to go back
Tester
into this
was
market.
on a
You
bit
already made
ago.
your
He was
money.
talking about
Lock
how
out,
the U.S.
back out,
economy
get up
has
out of
been
there.
outperforming other advanced economies around the world in terms of growth rates, in terms of unemployment, in terms of inflation, getting inflation under control, though I think we obviously can all agree that we're not, at least from my perspective, we're not done yet.
All
And
of
we don't
this
wanna rest
selling
on
is
our
not
laurels,
breaking
but
that
I'm
low right
wondering if
there.
you could share what you think that we have learned from this experience. What have we done right? And why is it that we are doing better than some of the other advanced economies in the world?
I think that it's down to the fundamental strengths of our economy. So, as you may know,
Oof, this
European
selling.
economic officials are very, very focused on
This
this.
is the
They
second
really,
scenario that I
it
was
comes up
definitely
in
looking
all of
to
our
avoid,
discussions that
is trying to fight these
Europe
bears the whole way down,
productivity increases of
even
about
though
1% a
the
year
market
for
still
40
looks
years,
bullish in these
6%.
areas. Like, I don't want to fall
Take
into the
over
trap of just
compounding
trying to
at
long
1%,
this
then
all day. That's
compounding
why
at
I'm like,
2%.
I'd rather get
Just
out and
enormous
just
over 50 years
reassess.
in terms of income.
I
and
lose
living
10, 11 points.
questions.
I
Why is that?
reassess what
Why
the
is that?
market's doing,
The standard answer
because
is
if
that
it's not going to go
Americans
long
tend to
and
live
it's
at a
coming
higher
right back
pace.
down to my
It's down
entry, it's
to
probably looking to go
more
lower.
flexible labor
Right?
markets.
That's the whole point of
In
the,
the pandemic,
your
people
stop
were
loss
putting
is like,
this
okay,
state
reevaluate
jobs in the United
and say,
States.
okay, if
We're
it's
changing jobs at
not, if
record
it's
levels.
taking you out,
And that's the
and
kind
it's,
of economy
see, yeah,
our
see, that's
economy
why, yeah,
contributes
see,
to rising
because I'm
wages,
starting to get the
quality
idea that the market
of
wants
skills
down.
things like that. Another
And
one is
if the
our
market
financial
keeps
sector.
knocking
We
me
have,
out, then I'm
we don't just have
probably just
banks,
in the
we
wrong
have a
direction.
highly developed
And I'd rather
ecosystem
just
of
wait to see if
financing
we
sources
flush
that will
this.
fund
And
early
if I'm in the
stage
wrong
growth.
direction, then
Banks
I'll
are
come
really well
back
set up to do that.
and wait for the
Eventually
pullback so I
regulated.
can go in the right
And
direction.
so
Right
those are
now,
some
I
of
think the
I
direction
think we
the
just
market
have
wants
these
down.
natural strengths as as an innovative, more flexible economy. We can grow
Sun
faster.
is intense today. I'll
Appreciate
touch
that.
grass
I think
later.
sometimes there's a tendency to sort of trash our
Yeah,
economy.
I think she
and
wants to
sort of
come
say, oh,
down.
we suck.
Yeah.
And actually, I think that there's great resilience in our economy. I would argue that it has also to do a
She
lot
looked
with the
bullish.
incredible
She
resilience
just couldn't
of our
finish.
workers and their
Once we
creativity
rejected
and their
midnight, it
talent
was
and
pretty much a
their
wrap.
and
And
the
that's why I took
training and the
contracts off
education
up
that
there,
they
because I was
had.
like,
And I think
this
I
is
would
the
also argue,
area
though, I think
where
this
I want to
did
see the
make
market
this
trade
case
above.
that
But if we reject this
the
area,
way in which our
it's probably going to
federal
start coming down.
government responded to the pandemic
Let's see how we
in
react to
order to make sure that
681
people
now.
weren't evicted, that they had, they still had money to pay their bills even when they weren't able to work, meant that the overall our economy, survived and was ready to kind of be off to the races when we emerged from the pandemic. But Chair Powell, I'd like to ask you a question, something that you and I have talked about. I continue to be thinking a lot about, which is the commercial real estate risk that we have in this country. I think
Yeah, this is the
particularly
second leg, I think, of this
for office
downtrend.
space. We know that has been under
The
stress
only
the
other
last
area that I
couple
would
of years.
entertain longs
The
is down
sector
here
has
at
remained
settlement
largely
at
stable, but we are
669
hearing about some additional default risk. And one thing that
inside of
I'm
that
noting
3-hour
is that
demand zone.
there's some expectation or concern that may fall disproportionately on smaller banks. I think that
Gonna do a
commercial
park,
and regional banks hold
gonna
an
go to a park
estimated
and touch
2/3
grass.
of all the commercial real estate loans in the country. And so unlike larger
This
banks,
price
that
action
smaller
inside of this
institutions
area
might
right here
find it a
is
little
pretty
harder
nasty. It's pretty gnarly, but
to deal
I
with
think it's
this.
because
So
the
could you
buyers are
discuss
trying to
this with
defend and
us?
the
Could you
sellers are
tell
trying to
us a
push
little
it
bit about
down.
how you see this risk and particularly whether this poses some additional
We're just stuck
risk that we might be
stuck
seeing more
right here.
concentration in the banking sector as these smaller banks are maybe under more pressure?
Yeah, so this, to your point, this is a risk that has been with us and
Here
will
come
be
these
with us for
bulls
some time,
again.
probably for years. And banks need to be, honestly assessing what their risk is. They need to be assured that they have the capital and the liquidity and the systems in place to manage this risk. The stress test that we apply to the largest institutions stressed commercial real estate pretty hard. And
All right, I'm back in at
the conclusion is that the large
01.
banks can manage this problem.
0125.
Those small banks can too, but it is in some smaller banks that tend to have that local concentration.
Nice equal lows at
commercial real
685.
estate. And we're in touch with those banks. The supervisors and regulators are in touch with those banks and making sure that they
Nice
can
double
manage
bottom,
it.
higher low being
It's
put
gonna
in
be an
right here.
issue
Let's see if it can
for many
actually push out
banks,
of this area.
but it's one that we're trying to work through. One that we're
Right on time at
we're aware
11:10.
of,
So let's
and
see.
again, it'll be with
11:10
us for
wants to
some
bring us
time.
up.
Thank you. I think so much about the importance of these small regional community banks in small towns, big towns in Minnesota, and how important it is that, in my book, that they can stay independent and better serve their communities in that way. So I worry about this risk. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thanks, Senator Smith. Senator Butler of California is recognized.
Thank you, Mr.
Boop, boop,
Chairman.
boop, 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 boop.
Chairman. Good to see you.
Mm.
And I am gonna make you do the whole last 5 minutes, since I'm the last one.
Oh, the
today.
last one.
All
Thank
the rest
God.
time that we
Jesus
spoke, I
Christ. Thank
tried
God.
to engage you around 3 specific areas. One was how the monetary
Okay.
policy
What'd you get?
impacts the quality of life for young Americans
She said some
and the
skin in the
future and the work
game.
that
That's what
you
I
are
did.
doing.
Oh,
The
gold is
space
coming
of
down.
climate
Damn.
risk, and what I see as potentially a future challenge down the road, and that is the state of commercial real estate. You and I have had that conversation before, and no surprises today. I'm going to stick to those 3 topics, somewhat related to questions that you've been asked before relative to the housing market, housing affordability, and interest rates. I want to narrow the scope just a little bit to ask about.
Oh, who you talking
How those issues and challenges impact again the quality of life for America's next generation, given the severe shortage of affordable and available homes to buy, coupled with high interest rates. Young Americans are continually unable to afford homes and are pushed into a rental market, driving rental costs up. So there is sort of trickle down
Damn it.
impact here. A recent Washington Post analysis showed that Gen
Every
Z
time
is
I try to
spending
move my
31%
trading view screen, it
more
like
on
shrinks for
housing
some
than their
reason.
millennial
Oh,
counterparts
there we go.
were 10 years ago after adjusting for inflation. How do you view, that was a long lead in to just ask the question, how do you envision or view the interest rates of today and the monetary balancing, policy balancing that the Fed is doing on contributing to the future generation predicament if we are to extrapolate the conditions of today?
So the our job, of course, is the whole economy and inflation for the whole economy. And the absolute best thing we can do for younger people
Mm,
is to restore price stability so that
still
as
trying to
they
push
age,
out of this area.
right,
I added to the position on that dip down. So I'm in a
moving
full
into
mini
the
now.
inflation period. So
See if we
during
can't push
much
out of
of
here.
my adult life, inflation has just been not a factor. And that means, stable interest rates, relatively low interest rates. We want to get back to that. And that is what the Fed's job is that we're not supposed to look at the housing
Oh
market
yeah. Oh
as
yeah. YM don't really
the
play.
overall economy. In the meantime, there's no
YM be like,
that higher interest
nah,
rates
wrong
are
direction, B.
harder to buy
Wrong
housing
direction,
in
B.
the short term. But in the longer term, this is the best thing particularly for younger people who are not yet in the housing market.
Let me sort of in line with that community
Yeah.
constituency population, and definitely aligned
Yeah, exactly. Like,
concerns of my state that's actually facing some severe
yeah. And
climate impact,
it's okay to
just
take
as we
like it's
speak
okay to
with
be like
wildfires,
sometimes you're just
and
wrong, right? Like
our
I'm
colleagues
completely
and
okay if
fellow
I'm
Americans
wrong,
in Texas and the
right? Like
impact of the
that's
hurricane. I
fine,
wanted
right?
to
Like, but you
uh,
can't let the losses
and
completely beat
your
you down because
sort of thoughts
you won't
about
want to
the
trade,
Fed
right? Like you
pilot
gotta be okay
or
with the losses.
the
Like the
climate
losses are gonna
scenario
come,
exercise.
right? But if you don't
In
shoot
May,
your
the
shot,
Fed
how the fuck
conducted
you
a
gonna know?
pilot
You know?
climate
How you
scenario
gonna know what you're gonna
exercise and asked
say?
the 6
You know?
largest U.S. banks to
So
examine their balance
I'm
sheet
good with it.
and how it would be effective if a large hurricane hit the Northeast. They reported facing data gaps on property characteristics, their counterparties and insurance coverage. Um,
You
how
good over there,
does
Jay?
the
Been
federal
Oh yeah, I'm
quiet for
chilling.
about a
reserve
half
intend
hour,
to
bro. I ain't
invest
heard
and
nothing from you.
expand
You
in
good?
modeling
A
resources
half
for
hour.
banks
I've
that are
been
going to
talking.
be
I'm
that are
chilling.
implementing
I'm long
climate-related
but I got a late entry.
This is like, we ain't heard from you in about a half hour. So I've been talking. I ain't heard from you about a half hour, bro.
That exercise. Your point, it
Yeah,
will
I
be
don't know
I'm
what he
long,
doing,
but
bro.
a
He just
I
went,
took a later
thinking
entry,
about this.
so
he just
but
went quiet
I'm
on
giving
me.
myself a longer
How are
stop
they
loss.
modeling it, and how does it
If I lose
work?
this trade, I'm gonna
It's
pack it up
very,
on the
very
day.
challenging thing to
Is that
model.
bad? Huh?
And so
No,
it's a
no. I took
exercise.
one
In
loss.
terms of disclosures,
I just
we don't really
I
have
just don't want to. I
that's
since
not
I'm giving
really
myself a little bit
our job.
wider
That's really the
stops,
SEC. So
then taking less
You don't
trades
want to.
is the smarter
we don't have
way
a
to
big
go
job
about
on
it.
climate,
So
but what it really
Yeah,
is make
facts.
sure that the
Either less trades or
risk
smaller
takers
size.
are
Yeah,
aware
I
of
like that.
and understand the
You're
risks
giving
that
yourself an
they
invalidation
run,
point,
including the
essentially.
risks from climate.
and that they're prepared
Yeah.
and learning how to as would be the point of a pilot, learning how to mitigate those risks over time. So what criteria will you use to evaluate whether or not you would run the exercise again and or
What are we
share more
doing down
broadly
here?
the results of
Fuck
that
me,
exercise?
man.
I think we did publish.
We look bullish
most of
on the
results of
5
that
minute
exercise. So
to at
I-
least
I
come
would
back up.
say
But
We look like we ain't
we're
going
looking at it and
nowhere
we're asking ourselves,
right now.
what did we learn? What do we need to learn next time?
I mean,
You know, I'm not exactly.
I don't know.
What
I don't
factors we'll be
know.
looking at.
Yeah, I ain't telling y'all
So,
shit. Y'all gonna make fun of me. I ain't telling y'all
Thank you, Mr.
shit.
Chairman.
Senator Hager.
Just don't bow down, Justin. Tell us that they're selling down here. Is there
there's always
selling
gonna
at the
be-
low?
There's always going to be
Last
selling
week
at the
in
low.
Portsmouth, you
That's
said that you
always
wanted
going to
to be, quote,
happen.
more confident.
I
that
need to
inflation
see
was
an
moving
aggressive
sustainably
amount of
down.
selling at the low,
Great.
so I can feel much
You
more
also said in
comfortable
your
with this
testimony
fucking
that
long.
you need greater confidence, more good data before.
I don't know.
lowering
I
rates.
think this is a good area. I like the higher low,
As
right?
to what
Like
it is you're looking for.
my
in the
stop is
data
at the
and
invalidation
how
point
long it
since
might take
Valdez
to
yelled
get
at me. I made sure to put it there.
Just to see more good
Um,
inflation data.
so
That's all.
if we get stopped out
we
this
had
time,
7
then
months of
you know
good
we're just
inflation
wrong.
data at the end of
And it's
last
fine.
year. Then we had a quarter, really a month or so, where
Market
inflation
wants to go
went up,
lower.
and now it may be. We had one.
I'm
one
betting that
really
it wants
good
to come back
inflation
up.
reading, one pretty
If it
good
doesn't
one.
come back up,
Need
I'm
to
just
see
wrong.
more so that
And that's okay.
confidence rises. I'm
terms of
not going
If
to
it comes back up, we're right.
Weeks away,
And we'll
months
hit our
away?
profit target.
Yeah, I
on
mean,
this.
I'm going to try to avoid sending any really specific signals about time today because it's going to depend on the data. It also matters what's going on in the labor market, though. You know, we've also said that if the labor market weakens unexpectedly,
I think
it
whenever
could be a case
Jerome
for-
Rome is done
for-
talking,
for,
which should be
boosting prices
soon
as
because
well,
this is the
really
last
weighing both those
speaker,
factors.
Here's
or the
here's
last
one of my
questionnaire
concerns, and I'm sure
person.
you probably share it, but we're coming off of
Whenever he's done talking, I
We've
think
seen
the
the rate
market
of
will make
inflation
its
coming down.
whatever move
but
it wants to
We
truly
haven't
make.
gotten to the 2% target. And my concern, for lack of a better term, is whether or not this might be transitory in terms of the data that we're seeing right now.
That's exactly why we're
NASDAQ is too.
approaching this question carefully.
I thought that might be your answer. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Can we shift now to the issuance of Treasury debt?
NASDAQ is
Um,
too.
You know, the Fed
Oh
is the
my
largest
God,
holder of
gold is
Treasury
taking
debt.
a
In
fucking
February, you and I
dump.
talked about the pressures that our fiscal deficit is exerting on interest rates, which by extension makes your job more difficult.
Jesus, gold is getting.
I'd like to
fucking
talk this time
green.
about how Treasury issuance is impacting our economy and our monetary policy. First, just a basic question. If Treasury issuance were to shift drastically, either to the long end or the short end of the curve, would that affect interest rates? Or maybe more simply, do changes in supply across maturities impact interest rates on the yield curve?
I mean, I think in theory they can.
No, I agree.
I think in theory,
As you know,
they
the
can.
Treasury
Jerome
Borrowing
is
Advisory
so
Committee
dick.
recommends that T-bills comprise between 15 and 20%.
You know,
of
this
total US
entire
debt.
day
Right now,
we've
the
had
Treasury
one
is
green
issuing T-bills
candle.
significantly above that recommended range.
So
Some
far.
people, including myself, believe that this is being done to artificially stimulate markets in the run-up to the election. And it's shocking how little attention this is getting.
No
Any
longer really
manipulation
like
of
this
debt
trade.
management of this nature
Looking
stimulates
at the
inflationary
overall
pressures
context of these higher
increases
time frames,
taxpayer burden because it's higher cost to issue these bills.
I think I'm just gonna.
Given that
cut
Treasury
this.
is
I'm
issuing
gonna
in
cut this here.
excess of short-term debt,
I'm just gonna end the day
bills now
green
longer term
because
rate
I really want to long the market at
against
these lows. But what I'm seeing at these in these higher time frames, I'm just not liking it. It just feels.
Treasuries.
It feels like we're more
comment on it.
bearish
We just do our job.
than
I'm
bullish.
not for a comment on their decision,
And
just
because of that, I just don't feel
mathematical
comfortable in the trade. So I'm just gonna cut it.
if they're pulling down demand on the long end of the curve.
Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm right. I just don't feel
I wouldn't
comfortable
say
with it.
that has important.
I don't like how much time we're spending
You know,
at these
it just feels
lows
to me the same
without
way that
going higher.
the Biden
It
administration
just feels like
brings
I'm in the wrong
petroleum
direction.
reserve that
So
undermines
I'm
our
just gonna
ability
go
to
with that
respond to
gut
energy
feeling.
shocks.
And if I'm wrong,
When
I'll
the
live with
Treasury
that. But
manages
I
its
won't
debt
put
in this
any
manner,
risk. I'm not gonna
it
put any
restricts our
risk
ability to respond to
on the
future rate
table until
hikes.
this market comes out of this
And that
level.
opens us to opens our
If it
nation
comes
to
out of this
further
level, then I'll get back in. But right now, like
amplifying
it
the
just
effects of the Fed's
it
balance
just
sheet reduction,
feels like a dump
cutting
is
the
coming.
supply of one of the most important short-term debt
And I
instruments.
know you shouldn't trade
risky to
off
me to be
feeling
mounting the
alone,
Treasury market disruption.
but I'm basing my
I'd like to
feeling
know
off what
your
I'm
thoughts on this,
seeing
Mr. Chairman, about how the
from
Fed will navigate
mostly
this, and whether
Microsoft
you've had discussions
and
with
Google.
Treasury
These
about
things
this
are
growing
straight
dangerously
flushing. And
dangerous
so is
dynamic.
Apple.
No, we don't
So
have a seat at the table.
I don't like that. I'm gonna bow
Treasury
out
makes
and
those
be done
decisions.
for the day.
They don't have a seat at our
GC
table.
filled in that weird
The
spike from
risk is
last
very
week. Yeah, it
obvious.
did.
We're
How are they
headed.
speaking, saying nothing at the same time? That's talent. Yeah.
It's
Yeah, Christian, I'm just
completely
feeling really bearish. Like I do not think the market wants to pump
I
up.
think you've been dealt
I think the
a
market
very
wants to
difficult
come
hand
down.
here,
And the
Mr.
more I
Chairman.
read into
Stock
this,
Administration's policies
yeah,
aimed at
the
chin up
more
the
I read
economy
into
ahead of
this,
the
the more
election.
I'm starting to
These efforts
realize I'm
likely
just in the wrong
undermine our
direction
policy
and
goals
it's
of the
time to
Fed.
get out of
That
this
includes
position.
excessive excessive issuance.
So
of
I
short-term
cut
debt.
it for about a
Think
4-point
about
loss,
Freddie Mac's
and it looks
backstop
like it was the
protected
right
mortgages,
decision.
unlawful.
Because I'm just
debt
looking at the
ceiling
1 hour, I'm
tax
looking at the 30
legislation,
minute. I'm just
bringing
not liking what I'm
Federal
seeing. I'm just
Reserve
like,
to suppress
You
food
know,
prices,
if there's
encourage
a
the rising
reason to
tone,
cut this
draw
trade, I
lower
think I
interest
just
rates,
found it.
to lower rates.
So
As you know, the
yeah,
Federal
I think
Reserve
that
is
was a good idea to
structured
cut.
shield monetary policy from political influence, and that independence has given the Fed unique credibility in
GC will
executing
crash
its
if it takes
mission. If the
NFP low.
FOMC were influenced in
Yeah.
any way by political
I
calculations,
think the market
rather than
is
economic
reversing,
data,
is what I think.
it would
I think
severely damage the Fed's
on a higher
credibility
time
as an open
frame,
and
we're getting a
increasing
true
reserve
reversal
rate
right
on
now.
markets.
If you look at the
Temper
4-hour
policy
candle,
betas
right?
as
Like just
global
stop what you're doing and zoom out and look at the 4-hour candle.
Senator Warren of
This
Massachusetts.
market is reversing. This is not a
When
pullback.
CEOs
This is
of
a
giant
reversal.
banks can boost their
This is
bonuses
essentially a
by
correction
getting the
right now.
banks
And I don't want to
on more
be
risk,
caught
they
trying to
run the
long
risk that
this
they will end up
inside of a
running their
correction.
banks into the ground.
And it
That
looks
happened
like
in
thus
2008
far,
and it
that's
happened again
exactly
in
what's happening.
2023.
And
Back in
with all of that
2020,
buying we've been
Congress passed the
experiencing,
Dodd-Frank
it
Act.
created
Section
recency
956 told
bias,
financial
right?
regulators
Where
solve this
everybody comes to
problem.
the market, they
2
just
months
hit
ago,
buy.
regulators
And
put
you
forward
might
a
be right.
proposal,
Because
but
if
the
the market's going to
Fed
buy up, it's
refused
going to
to
buy up
join.
from here
Now, in
again at this
2018,
3
you
hour.
told this
This is
committee,
settlement
Mr.
price is a
Chairman,
good level to look to
that you
buy.
would, quote,
But I just didn't
expect
like what we were
that
doing at
banks
that
will
30-minute
have
demand
in
flow. I need to
place
see us change
compensation
character,
plans that do
change
not
order flow
provide
back to the
incentives
upside
for
before I get back
excessive
in.
risk-taking. In other words, you
I
trusted
don't
the
want to
banks
try to
would
catch
write
the
their
bottom
own
of this.
rules.
'Cause
So
I
let's see if they
don't know.
actually
It just
have.
feels
One thing the
garish to me.
proposal would do is require big banks to
Big
delay
trade coming at
bonuses
the end of the
for a
conference.
broad
No,
group
I'm not closing up.
of critical
I'm
employees who are
shutting down
named
on that
family.
account. That's the only
Big
account, the
banks'
account that I've traded so
finances
far.
like
I'm
the
green on the
heavy
day.
trading desk
Not by
used
much, but I'm green on the
Mr.
day.
Powell, in
And
the
I just
6.5
wasn't
years since
feeling
you
that
said
area.
trust the banks to
So
regulate
maybe
themselves,
it gets a little bit
how
more
many
clear
of
for
the
me later,
10
but there's just
biggest
no
banks have put
there's no clear
policies in
winner right
place
now.
to
Like
delay annual
everything just
bonuses
looks really,
for
really
this
choppy.
broader group of critical
So,
employees
and if that's the
whose
case,
risk-taking could
yeah,
endanger the
I don't like
bank?
the price action. So I'll just wait.
I don't know specifically. My guess is all of them. Since the
So
financial crisis.
you're the regulator who said, trust the banks to self-regulate so we can avoid another financial meltdown or another bailout. And you don't know if they did or didn't do that?
Well, you make it's a very, very specific,
Yeah,
narrow
it is a
question
very
you're
specific
asking
thing
about.
because it's something a
sounds
regulator
mad.
should do. You think the answer is 10 out of 10? The answer
Is
is
that,
0
that's Warren?
out of 10.
Yeah, I doubt that.
Well,
Yeah,
go
that's
back
more.
and look because we've looked at their statements on this. Another thing the
Well, I
proposed
doubt
rule would
that.
do is require the banks to consider flat out banning bonuses and bonus
Yeah,
pay
now
for
we're
executives
starting to
take
trade
risks
below
that
previous
threaten
day
the
high.
stability of the bank.
Let's see what
So
the
let me
market
ask
wants
you
to
this
do
one,
after
Chair
sweeping
Powell, in the
that.
6.5 years since you
See if
said
we want to
trust the
continue to
banks
go
to
lower.
regulate themselves, how many of the 10 biggest banks now have policies
Yeah, I
that would
just
require
stopped for a
them to
moment and
flat out
started
deny
looking at these
bonuses to
candles.
executives?
I'm overwatching this shit, Justin. This shit's lame.
That's fine.
Look at the market, right? Well, on the 1 hour, the 30-minute, the 15-minute, like we've had one green candle all day long, like just one. And does that feel like the bulls are in control today? It just doesn't, right? Like at some point they may take over, right? But when I was in my trade, I just started looking at the landscape on a higher time frame. I'm just like, yo, look at this 4-hour candle right now, right? Like this 4-hour candle definitely just closed below the previous low at 704, right? And just seeing that just made me really, really think about what I was doing. And I'm like, if I want to get long, it's right here is where I want to get long. And that's only if the market puts in a change of character. We tried to change character right here. We tapped midnight and we failed, right? We broke below this low here at 680, but let's see if we can change character above 708. Until we get above 708 and come back down here and retest this shit, I'm not touching longs. I'm going to wait until the market truly changes character. Right now, we're playing. We're playing with we're baiting bulls, in my opinion. I think the market is 100% baiting bulls because it's appearing bullish on the smaller time frame, which is where most retail trades. But on the higher time frame, it's 100% bearish, right? But break below this range of 704 brought bearish structure, okay? So if that's happening, until that changes on the smaller time frames, it's going to remain that way on the higher time frame. And I don't want to be caught in this thing trading it trading it what it's been. I don't want to trade last week's price action for today's trades, right? So for that reason, I'm just going to be hands off until I can get either a pullback to go short or a break of structure and a retest to go long. So that's kind of how I'm viewing the market intraday right now.
Yeah, I'm trying to long on ES here. I'm just looking at ES's structure. It's a lot different than NQ. Well, it's different than NQ structure, and structurally, longs look good here on ES. So I'm gonna try a long here. See what happens.
Yeah, ES double top too though. You see that at 56.42.
Oh shit! Why does this look different?
Then what? You see how we double topped on ES at 56.42, 75?
Yeah.
So ES got that
We
double
also,
top. Okay.
yeah, I don't know. I guess because we came back up structurally a lot higher than we did on NQ. That's kind of what I'm looking at.
I'd agree with that. I'd agree that we're at the low and you probably should be looking for longs down here. That's what I would agree with. But I don't know. Like I said, I don't know. Just looking at the macro landscape, I'm just like, man, yeah. I know when bulls are in control, and I feel like when they're in control, they just sit in this shit. They don't play around. You know what I mean? Like they just fucking giga sit in this shit and be done. I'm just getting I just haven't seen enough from the bulls today that makes me feel like they're in control. I feel like the bears are in control today of this price action right now. And I don't want to get caught because I know this is one of my Achilles heels where when the market finally chooses a direction, I'm stuck trying to long it or short it the opposite way because I'm a supply and demand trader. And I'm just trying to recognize that as soon as possible. And I think the way that I recognize it is I zoom out and I look to see what the market is truly delivering. The delivery is not to the bullish side right now. It's 100% bearish right now. So I just be careful with those longs. That was your level though, 56.31.25 on ES. That's your 30-minute demand zone, right? Somewhere in there.
Yeah, 56. Yeah, 56.30, 56.31. Yeah.
It's just one of those days where it's so hard for the bear. Like it's so hard. The market is so bullish that it's so difficult to sell the market down. 680 broke. GG. Native American is talking. Not worth it. Yeah. It's just the price action is super shitty because anytime when the market tries to sell off, it's super fast and then it's consolidated. It's super fast and then it consolidates. So it's like if you don't get the proper entry, you're gonna be looking to try to long this back up. And if the market continues to come down, yeah, the music's off. My bad, guys. We were listening to the whatchamacallit. Yeah, we were listening to gold's in a good area for longs right now, for sure, in my opinion. All right, this looks good here for longs. I think you might be okay in this area. They just, I got bad vibes right now for these longs. Maybe because I got stopped out a couple times in this area, but we did tap 669 on the dot. So let's see what happens. NQ down to 660 before it reverses. Possibly. I like 669.75 for a potential reversal. I'm just looking, it's just, things are just looking very, very bearish. And for me to get long, I need to see the structure. I need to see us trade above 708 and then come back down. We swept 713, we swept 681, and now we're putting in this inverse head and shoulder. So maybe I missed the entry down here at 677. I don't know. I'd rather just see us trade above this first. That's what I'm feeling right now. I like this tap right here. I think if we trade above here, we come back down and put in a nice double bottom, and then I'll look to get long. Until then, I'm gonna let this market figure itself out right down here.
Yeah, right now ES is trying. It's got to break above this high though, or it's just gonna be more consolidation to go lower, which sucks. But we'll see.
See how every time the bulls try to push up, bro, it's just, I don't know. It don't look like the bulls are giving much effort right now. Like they're coming up, but they're not aggressively buying the market, even though the whole stock market looks green. Yeah. Maybe they're just waiting on this fucker to stop speaking, and then they'll send it. Another very, very tight range day. Looks like we're in, let's see. Price range. This is the low of day. This is the high of day. Oh, look, we gained 20 more points of movement today. So yesterday we were in an 82-point range. Today we're in a 102-point range. So range days are my Achilles heel. So one thing that I've done is like every trade that I've taken today, I've taken profit quickly, or I've moved my stops to break even very, very quickly. Understanding that we're only going to move maybe 40 to 50 points, you got to lower your profit targets, right? Like, or you're going to be sitting here waiting on your profit target to hit and you're going to be fucked. So until the market decides it wants to bring back, the nice volatility that we've been accustomed to, I just think lowering your targets to like 40 to 50 points, 30, 40, 50 points on NQ is probably the way to go this week until we get the volatility coming in. Because, this is Monday and Tuesday, we've gotten 182 points of movement combined in the New York session. So that's not really conducive to a nice, big move on the day. So I'm used to bigger moves. I know Justin is used to bigger moves. So like, if that move doesn't exist, then you're just going to be holding until the market comes and takes your profit. So that's one of the reasons when I was in that, the last couple of trades I took, besides the one loss, I either moved my stop into profit or I just took 30% or 60% of the profit at the high, because it just felt like the market just didn't want to move past that range that we spoke about this morning. We essentially stayed in the 15-minute range. See, and this is why I don't want to fucking long this shit. I just can't. Like, this shit, it's hard to get short down here, but the bulls just don't seem like they got it today. It's like they didn't bring their superpower today. I don't know what the fuck's going on, but I think this is called selling. I'm not sure. We haven't been selling in so long. It feels like a cuss word when I say it. So I think what this is called selling, guys. So if you guys, I know we've never heard this word before, not much in the last few months, but this is called a retracement. Yeah. Anyway, look at the 4 hour, guys. Like, this thing looks deadly. This is a deadly ass 4 hour candle, and it just keeps coming down. So just be careful long in this shit. And gold's coming back up now. So if you caught the longs on gold seems to be the only thing that's moving really nicely today. It's one of those days I probably should have broke my rule and traded it during the New York session. This thing is sending. All right, now we're back down to, what level is this that we're at right now? Look at the 1 hour. We're back down to, this is Tokyo's low. Now we're coming into yesterday's PM session all the way back down to potentially 640 on NQ. ES is still holding very nicely though. Very, very nicely. Let's see if ES wants to bounce. I think if ES bounces, NQ will follow.
That's the hope.
It's like, yeah, me too.
They're just looking.
I've been watching this 1 hour. This thing is looking very, very bearish. Very, 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 very bearish. There's 20 minutes left on this candle too. Yeah, at least on NQ. ES, like I said, looks different, but I don't know.
The buyers really aren't doing anything on the ES either, but they're holding though. They're holding this area.
They're just not returning punches. Returning serves, so to speak. All right, we're at the halfway mark of this 2 hour candle. So maybe we flip this, I mean, not 2 hour. We have the 2 hour mark of this 4 hour candle. So maybe this is where the market wants to flip here. Let's see what happens. Standing in the middle of the mall. Just doing a whole bunch of nothing. We're basically running in place right now. We're essentially just running in place right now. Yeah, I'm over 100. I'm over 100 on GC. I don't know what that means. You made it
Like
over $100.
Over $100. Yeah.
I feel like these last few days has set me up to be bullheaded, hard-headed. Yeah. It's tough, man. Like I was telling Justin yesterday, when we get like this, I try to zoom out to like the 15-minute time frame. Like you guys see me watching the 5-minute on the screen, but my execution screen is on the 15-minute. So like I'm only executing when I see candle closes on the 15-minute, just so I can be sure that the market's ready to reverse. I can be more sure. You can never be sure 100%, but right now I don't know, still bearish. I want to be bullish because this is my area to be bullish, but I'm still waiting on the bulls to show the fuck up. Let's see if they show up inside of the next macro at 1150. Like I'm just looking at these 15-minute candles. I've only seen one candle close bearish. I mean bullish on the day. So well, I take that back. We had the opening candles that were fairly bullish. I'm sorry. I forgot about the opening candle. It happened so damn fast. But since the opening print, since the 1010 print on the macros, yeah, it's just been bearish. And now we're just sitting down here consolidating, which is usually a good thing for the bullish side. But again, Jerome Powell is speaking, Janet Yellen is speaking, so maybe that's got something to do with it. I don't fucking know. All I know is I'm getting bearish vibes out of this market. I got in at 23.62, over $100 on this rally. Oh, nice, Eric, nice. Very nice.
Yeah, we're just stuck. I'd love to see some actual buyers start to come into this damn market. Yeah, Jesus Christ.
It's not moving. Which is a good thing if you're a bull, right? Like we put in that low and now we're putting in a higher low. We just need to put in a new high. This is the previous day's high as well that we're trying to trade back above. So it's a very quality area. I think the trade is probably much easier to hold on ES because ES is dancing, but it's dancing between a 3-point range. You know,
yeah.
AQ will dance, but it'll dance between 30 points of movement. Ooh. That's probably why Justin was like, fuck this shit. I'm like, yeah.
Well, ES also just had the better setup. If I was going to go long.
Yeah, facts.
It was in my area. We didn't break the low.
GC, good trade, good entry on GC, man. 2362. I had us holding 2359 through 57.
These bears, they just continue to hold these highs.
Yeah, I should have traded gold today. Damn. Okay, gold. Straight down, straight up.
Yeah, I should have traded ES. ES's setup was a little bit better.
They were in the same spot. They were both in a range at the high, and they both had 30-minute demand underneath them.
Yeah.
NQ just ran the 30-minute, and ES didn't. Yeah, they were both essentially printed the same exact candles. It's just NQO's sporadic ass came straight through the 30-minute demand. If you'd have took the same trade, what'd you get in? You got in with me over here on this. Yeah. Yeah, we'd have took that same trade on ES, we would have never got stopped up.
Mm-hmm.
So we got in at 10:30 on the 10:30 candle. Or did we? No, we got in over here on 11:05 candle. No, we'd have been stopped out of ES. Because it would have came, ES would have came all the way back down to, I probably wouldn't have got in though until 11:15 on ES. Because ES had tapped that candle and I'd still be in the trade.
Yeah, it's been a little bit of a struggle for me, but this long is working out right now, so we'll see. I'm long on ES though. Here
Yeah, I'm
comes
flat.
the bulls.
I was in a short and I realized like I was in a
You're in a
long
long.
and I just didn't like it. So I was just like, I'm cutting this. I cut it for 4 points and then it dropped down a little lower and then now it's trying to come back up. I want to see us trade above the high first and then I'll get back in. Maybe outside of the macro. Mhm.
All right, this long on ES is working out pretty nicely. I'm up about about 5 points? No, I'll take that back. I'm up about 3 points. Got to get above VWAP. Just looking to get back up to these highs. Basically make me break even on the day, which I will gladly take.
That I will gladly take. Yeah, now that some of that volatility's kind of slowed down, the market's a little easier to read.
Yeah, we're trying to push above those previous highs on ES that we put in. So as long as we can get above there, we should be good. Yeah, we're still trying to push here. Oh, don't you reject that VWAP. Don't you do it. Don't you do it. Oh my God. No, Salas. No.
Hit your TP. Nice, Eric. Good job, brother.
Nice, Eric.
Just looking to get 3 points. Nice. Native American Janet Yellen. Oh, okay. Gotcha. I didn't know she was Native American.
Oh no, you're not. You're talking about Elizabeth Warren, not Janet Yellen.
Well, I was about to say I didn't know Janet Yellen was.
Yeah, no, they're talking about Elizabeth. The joke is when Elizabeth Warren was on the campaign trail, she said she was Indian, and she does not look Indian at all. She looks white. So, like, where the hell you get that from? But you never know with these people.
Is your mic behind you?
Yeah, it's a little bit behind me.
Oh, okay. That's why I couldn't hear you. I was like, I mean, I can hear you, but it sounds like you're far away, like you're in the closet somewhere. And I looked at your camera. I was like, oh, his mic is behind you.
Yeah. I moved it away from my scroll wheel so you did not complain about me scrolling. All right, here we go. Here we go.
Here we go.
Trying to push above VWAP again.
Yeah, this looks clean. Good trade, Jay. Good trade.
Thank you.
It's like, I just want to get out of here, break even.
Yeah,
Like,
I just want to get out of here, break
He's
even.
like,
I
don't
win
pick me
this
yet. Let
trade.
this motherfucker come up.
I win this trade. I'm basically out for break even on the day. I get a little bit of profit on the day, and I survive
Oh,
today's
God.
shenanigans.
This was definitely some shenanigans. Crazy
But
part
I
is the long that I
finish
got,
off.
we ended up sweeping that low and coming all the way down 30 more points and then went long.
Yeah. But shit, NQ, I need you to continue pushing above this pre-market low right here. This is a
NQ was
big
sporadic as hell.
a big push for you, NQ. ES is still trying to push up though. I'm almost up about 4 points here. I'm so mad I got that later entry.
On ES?
Yeah. Just don't want to see NQ reject here. I want to see it continue up. You gotta
Dow
break above
Jones
this
is coming
pre-market
up.
low.
Dow Jones usually follows you guys, so
Yeah,
as
ES
long
is
as the
still trying
Dow's
to pull.
pushing up too, the ES is definitely pushing. Good trade, Jay. Good trade.
Thank you.
You're looking for the high, right?
Yeah, I'm looking for 56.42.25 is my target. Not the wick high, but just that previous high up there. Could we go higher? Maybe, but I'm not gonna be greedy.
He's like, I don't fucking care.
I'm only risking $100, so that's a 4-to-1 trade. So like at the end of the day, and that puts me back to being break even. That basically is like a 40-point trade on NQ. So yeah, we're Gucci if this all works out.
Yeah. I think like I said, today is just one of those days where you need to, just like yesterday, you need to have smaller profit targets. 30, 50 points. Like, don't get that shit back to this market today because you'll regret it.
Yeah, even up here right now, like I'm a little concerned because NQ is testing its pre-market low right now. ES is above VWAP, but it's in an area where we could potentially reject, and NQ is rejecting pretty harshly right now. So I'm just trying to be careful, trying to maximize this trade. I'm definitely not going to let it go red on me, but also kind of want to give it its
key area for
clean.
NQ right here. This is super key for NQ.
Yeah.
Just because this is where all of that selling that brought the low came in at. So
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and go to break even now. I shouldn't really come back to my entry. So what did Pip? Oh, Pip got long and then he sold. Nice Pip.
Oh, on NQ.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't see it. Let me see. Yeah, it's gotta be quick and yeah. Oh, he was on gold. Yeah, you gotta take your profit and go on a day like today, bro. It's a stick and move type of day.
It definitely is. Yeah, I am a little concerned up here, but I'm gonna give it a little bit of space to breathe. Yes, it moves much slower than NQ, so I can kind of make decisions a little bit easier. But we're definitely struggling up here, and NQ's already coming down.
NQ about to bleed. She like, no, I can't go any higher. I can't do it, Captain.
Don't fail me now.
Let me see what this 4-hour candle look like now.
We're still trying. There's a big seller on ES. See if he gets taken out here.
Good trade, Pip. Like, that was a really good entry, brother. Really good entry. We still live.
We should be.
Yeah, I had 1 hour demand down there, but I wasn't looking to trade it. I'm simply just watching at this point. I'm a spectator. It's a lot of resistance, ES and NQ trying to push into. Yeah, we're in a downtrend, and this is the test of that downtrend. If it doesn't pass the test, I think I'm gonna short this shit. just looks really fucking weak. Every time we come up with aggressive buying, it just gets fucking destroyed. That trade got Jay talking again. Yeah, I'm glad other people recognize it because he calls me. He thinks I'm crazy when I say that.
No, I'm just chilling. I mean, I was trying to. I'm also like, I was actively searching for a trade. I mean, I was taking losses. I took 2 losses, 2 back-to-back losses. So that kind of sucked, but here's what it is. This trade wouldn't have mattered whether I won or lost, though. I actually am a little upset with this trade because I should have got it on the pullback. Instead, I kind of FOMO'd in thinking that I might have missed it. So that kind of sucked, but whatever. I really like this song.
Okay, bro. Yeah. ES looks much stronger than EQ right here, though. Much stronger.
All right, just need 4 more points out of you, ES. That's it.
Famous last words.
4 more points.
Famous last words. Oh boy. Oh.
Oh, NQ, don't you reject this. You need to bring your ass up too. Doesn't it always feel like you're just always playing from behind?
Well, that's why sometimes I like to take quick scalps in the pre-market to give me a little cushion, because I took a short this morning, gave myself a little cushion. So then when I took that one trade, my first 2 trades were break even or in profit, right? So I kind of built a green day, and then I took a really nice trade and got in profit, and took really good profit. So when I took the loss, it really didn't matter. But I knew that I wasn't gonna hold it. I was like, I'm not holding this shit all the way down. I'm not putting my invalidation point at 680 because, again, I take that huge loss and it wipes out all my gains on the day, or I manage what's currently happening, right? 680 would have wiped me out clean. You know what I mean? And then I'm pissed, so I got to protect my emotions and my account, so. But yeah, no, playing from behind definitely sucks, because when you're in profit, you're not thinking about the trade. You're thinking about, if I cut this, I'm in profit right now. I'm good to go. But then that eliminates the idea of you being a trader. Instead, you're just scalping. Not saying that scalpers aren't traders, right? Like, you're scalping for your green day. Nah, Eric, it's on Thursday, I think. CPI, right?
Yeah, CPI is on Thursday.
Jerome
tomorrow is
tomorrow though.
Yeah, tomorrow's Jerome again. But it should just be pretty much the same things he talked about today. They're just gonna bring it up again,
which I guarantee none of y'all can even repeat anything that he talked about today, which means that nobody was really paying attention to that shit. That's why I turned that shit off. That shit was annoying me. I was like, okay, I gotta turn this off.
I liked when they started fighting. I thought it was.
I hate political bullshit. There goes gold. Cut it early again.
Yes, and the NQ coming down.
I don't care. I'm getting out today.
Huh?
No, I say cut a trade. He's been, but I mean, honestly, in this market, like, I think the conservative way to go is the way to go. What are you talking about? I'm watching this shit. I'm watching this shit on the screen. I'm like, uh-oh. Looks like this shit's about to go to the moon. You're right. Exactly. You know you're not supposed to be. Look, and that's why you should have took them profits, because you're not even supposed to be here right now. I'm like, why is this the second day in a row I'm seeing entries? Look, why is this the second day in a row I'm seeing entries for Pip at fucking 11 o'clock? Like, you ain't even supposed to be here right now. Go to work. Go to work. He's like, I'm not even supposed to be here right now. I'm just taking my profits. I know. Valdez, did you catch the low on the Dow? This thing is sending at 490, 450, 460 or whatever. Oh, Valdez is he's got his admin. Okay,
oh yeah.
He probably caught it because he's probably talking to his YouTube channel. What it do, Shop Fan? What's going on, Yvonne? Working overtime? Nah, Justin's still in his trade, so we're trying to see if he hits profit target or bust. We're gonna get out of here. He's still he's in longs on ES. So
yeah.
I'm pretty much done for the day. Or at least until PM session. Maybe the when these fuckers are done talking, maybe the market gets better.
Yeah, they're still going. There's another milk dead on the screen now.
Yeah, I see him. I can see him.
Warnock. Yeah, Warnock.
Yeah, Print, J Print. Yeah, I couldn't hold it, man. I was on NQ. This thing just kept coming down. I was like, all right, fuck it. I'm just gonna let me get out of here. Yeah, GC going for it. Don't make me say that out loud, because Pippi is in the Discord and he got into that trade at the absolute low and he cut it for like 5 points. It's probably gonna go to like for 30 points. No, it's not you. It's not Yvonne. It's not Yvonne. No,
oh man,
it's somebody else.
GC is going for it. I'm sorry, Pip.
Yeah, it's Eric. I know you don't. I know you do. Yeah, bro. Oh, what did you do? What did you do? What did you do? We were wondering, did you get taken out? We was like, Phil said, I'm not losing on this trade. Like, fuck what you talking about? Bro, we see that shit rip. We see that shit ripping. I said, boy, and there goes Pippi baptized by the hand of God. Yeah. Yeah, he did. I knew he did. When that motherfucker look, this is how I know you was married to the bias this morning, because we both looking at the same chart. We both see this triple bottom down here with higher lows. You said, shit, I wouldn't be longing this shit down here. I was like, huh? Pip, you good? I was like, you good? Like, you sure? I was like, I don't know what chart you looking at, but I'd 100% get long down here. Pip, Yvonne wants me to ask you about your gold signal subscription. Boys, that took that long when you called it. Yeah, gold was in a perfect spot to get long. I just don't trade gold for New York, because normally in that situation, what gold does, I'm gonna show y'all what gold does normally. This is why I don't trade gold on New York. I'm gonna show you what gold normally does when it comes down to this low in the New York session. You see this little section of bullshit right here? This is what gold normally does in the New York session for like, what is this, 15, 30, 45, about 2 hours it does this shit, right? That's why I don't like trading gold in New York session, because it just really acts stupid. I only trade gold for Tokyo session, right, at 9:30 p.m. Yeah, usually gold be on straight up bullshit. So, oh God, Justin, you all right?
Yes.
You might want to start securing some profit.
Oh no, I've already secured profit. I already moved my stops into profit.
Yeah, and meanwhile, the Dow is just moving up for 200 points. Yeah, Yvonne, I think the Dow just might move up in priority, man. Every day I tell myself I'm gonna move it up, and every day I don't trade it, and every day I look back and be like, bro, all I had to do was trade the Dow. It was a straight down move, and now it's a straight up move. And we just been dealing with this choppiness of NQ and ES because they're at all-time highs, or at least that's what it feels like. You say you took the long way. Okay, nice. GC normally ranges. Exactly. It normally ranges for New York. So
Damn,
I know because I chart it every day. Right?
is
Every time I
moving.
chart it, I'm like, damn, all the movement for the gold comes in Tokyo session. New York session just be trash. Look at YM. Out of here. This thing's up 200 points since you got in your trade, Jay.
Yeah, this is
Crazy.
ridiculous. Meanwhile, I'm fighting for fucking 5 points.
Fighting for 5 fucking points, bro. And ES is just taking motherfucking souls down here.
Yeah, the volume just
I might have
died.
to join Valdez and fucking give these ETFs a rest until they come down, because at these all-time highs, they're just doing a bunch of dumb shit, bro. Meanwhile, YM is just beautifully following structure, doing everything it needs to do, not doing a bunch of craziness, just nice and clean. Oh yeah, this is a nice pullback. Very nice pullback. Very nice pullback into structure.
At least ES has been holding the highs super nicely.
The liquidity on the macro. How do you look at the liquidity on the macro?
Yeah, we can hear
Oh, you were talking, bud? We couldn't hear you at all today. Oh, you dog walking this shit then. Yeah, this shit was so clean, bro. Yeah, I think I might make a plan for it and trade it tomorrow. It's just been with all of the noise that's coming from the indices, like Powell speaking, CPI, PPI, like I'd rather trade something that's a lot more smooth. NQ looks good right here though. ES is pushing. Justin's about to hit his profit target. NQ is just killing. Oh yeah, YM is nice, man. Everything that we teach about and we talk about structurally, YM hits all the ducats. It hits all the wickets for sure. And when it makes a decision, it's like it's almost refreshing when you trade it because you're so used to the hustle and bustle of NQ, like going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And then when you trade YM, it's like, hold up, you just gonna go up? Are you just gonna go down? You mean you're not gonna pull back? You're not gonna do nothing? You're not gonna wrestle? Nothing? Yeah. Oh, if you're wrong, hey, you see yesterday, I got a baptismal on YM yesterday. It's like, Longs, shut up. It's like 5 minutes later, I was stopped out. I was like, okay, very well. I was wrong. Take it. Let's go, Justin. Print, baby, print.
Yeah, let's try.
What's your entry, Jay? You sounded like you were disappointed.
I was very disappointed in my entry. It was 56.33.75 was
Justin's like,
Yeah, I was very upset with my entry. I was not happy.
Entry. What are you talking about?
No, my entry should have been down at like
the bottom. The bottom was 31.
It should have been 32.50. That should have been where my entry was, somewhere down there. My entry was trash.
I like that. I like the fact that you upset with a really good entry because you could have got better, but shut up, man. Just
I'd be up an extra point right now had I gotten a better entry. That's a lot on ES.
Pip in here, the Pippy calls is in full effect today, guys. So if you guys heard Pip, he said you should probably get long on NQ. Hopefully somebody took it because this shit printing. Officially, this is the Pippy call section of the Discord, ladies and gentlemen.
No. This is the Pippy Banks. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the Pippy Banks section of the Discord is in full effect. Is open for business.
Them pips, but instead it's ticks. Bank them ticks. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, look, guys, we got Justin back, guys. He's back.
Shut up.
He's almost in his profit target, so we can talk to him again.
I'm debating on being greedy, to be honest. After what Pip said, I'm like, y'all want to be greedy and go for more than what I really call.
Hold on, where's the greedy
I might be
alert,
getting a little greedy because we're starting to. I might.
Yeah, don't put Pip in this. You take your fucking trade and you go. You had your plan. He fishing for stops. Yeah, possibly. But when you
The greed is creeping up on me. The greed is
Okay.
creeping up. I'm feeling
All right.
greedy. I'm not gonna lie.
Baby.
I'm not.
Hold on. I was about to say,
I'm
I was just
I'm
about
gonna-
to tell my wife, babe, drop it in the chat. She already wrote it.
Hey, look, I'm acknowledging my greed. I'm acknowledging my greed right now. Okay.
He said you need to cut that shit right now.
I'm not gonna. I'm not. Oh no. I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave it where it's at. I'm not gonna touch it. My profit target's sitting at 56.42. Oh, but they're lightening the load up there, y'all. They're not trying to protect the liquidity. I kind of want to move
Somebody get him. Somebody get him. You had a plan. Yesterday you stuck to your plan. You was like, all right, I got my plan. Sticking to my plan.
I did stick to it yesterday.
You long from 694, Pip? You can expect a phone call from me today, buddy.
Oh, bro.
No. I'm not talking about your entry. I'm talking about that it's 12:10 and you still taking trades. Yvonne, call your boy.
Shit, I'm not even supposed to be in the market neither, but I took this trade before noon. So
Yvonne, call your boy. Pippy's trading after 11:50. It's over. It's over.
Are they still talking?
Nah, I'm snitching. I'm fucking snitching.
Hey,
Yvonne, get your boy. Get your boy right now.
Powell's still online, you know what I'm saying? So
I ain't saying none of that. Yvonne, come get your man. He wildin'. I've known Pip long enough, and I know when he's either tilted or pissed. One of the two is happening right now because this man do not break his rules. He don't like to break his rules, and your rule is you done by fucking 11, and I'm snitching. Get your ass off the charts and go fucking change some oil or some shit, man. Quit playing.
go change some oil.
Bro, relax. You know.
Oh my God.
Somebody
Bro,
get it, yeah.
I'm
Somebody
over here
get it.
really feeling greedy right now. I really think this thing can run.
You know I'm right.
Longer than
You know
this.
I'm right. In and out like a robbery. Exactly. Get out of here, Pip. You could dog off this market in 2 seconds, bro. Why even fuck with this? What's the whole reason why you don't trade New York? Because by the time you get to New York, you already whooped this market ass. So why even attempt to get his shit back? No, that. Yeah. But you can't but Pete though, you can't give Justin the advice of shutting it down and you're not following. That's ass backwards. All right, man. All right. Yeah, he calling you. Yeah. Yeah, go talk to your fucking accountability partner.
Why
He's gonna tell you how to get the fuck off the charts. He said you got people are calling me.
Oh, they do.
The boy says don't grieve, Jay. That high is trouble. Yes, it is the 15-minute opening range.
I'm not gonna lie.
If it doesn't break, we go right back down.
I'm feeling extreme greed right now. Like I think this thing can run just based off of where NQ is at compared to ES. That's the only reason why I'm feeling this greed. Like
it doesn't matter.
I know. I'm not gonna touch it.
What is your plan, brother?
I know. I'm not gonna touch it. I'm only a 0.25 away from my profit target.
That's your plan.
I feel extreme fucking greed right now. I'm not even gonna lie.
Okay, then take 90% of your position off at your profit target.
All right, fair.
Take 4 micros off, and if you're wrong, you've already secured 90% of the position that your plan has been fulfilled, and then you could just watch the fireworks from there.
Except
all you gotta do is set a stop limit right there.
I don't know how to
hit right click at the top of the trend, right click, and then go to the left and put limit sell. And then put 4. If you're in 5 contracts, put 4, vice versa.
Okay.
Because that way you subscribe to your greed, you're feeding that monster, right? And then if you're wrong, you're not wrong with your entire position.
Okay.
Because think about where NQ is right now. Think about the other side of the trade though. The fact that NQ hasn't been able to travel that high, NQ could be looking to reverse right here, which means that when ES hits its high, it will also reverse.
Yeah. No, you're
See
right.
what I'm saying? You're looking at the advantageous part of it, but you're not looking at the disadvantage of it, right? And then zoom out and look at the 1 hour chart and still, you know what I mean? Like, survey the landscape before you make that decision. You haven't even hit your
right.
profit yet,
You're
profit
right.
target yet, and you're thinking about holding longer.
You're right.
Turn
you're
the
right,
9
you're right.
EMA on, look at the 1 hour, turn the 9 EMA on, look at the 15 minute. Look at how bullish we're coming up to these levels, right? But we're not breaking them. Do you think that that's still bullish, or you think that that's bearish? I tend to think that that's bearish. So,
No, you're right. You're right. See what we do here. We just broke above the pre-market high and got slapped right back down.
mhm. Remember, the market hasn't been able to travel much higher than the range that we've been in the last couple of days, and you're approaching the high point of that range, right?
You're right.
It may travel higher, but it might not happen until 345. You know. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, this has been a great day. Justin is almost to his profit target. I think we're almost there. Yeah.
Yeah, we got slapped back down. I was like a point away.
Uh-huh. But absolutely killer day. When I say killer, I mean we survived this motherfucker. Right? Like,
Yeah.
surviving
Limping.
this day is a
Limping.
good day. I'll take that
I'm
all day.
limping.
Yesterday I did not survive. Today I survived, right? I'm a step closer to my goal. You know, every single day is a step in the right direction. And I think Monday and Tuesday have really tested my disciplines and my patience, right? Monday, I don't think I failed the test. Even though I had a red day, I think that it was still very much a disciplined day. Today, I had a green day and I stayed disciplined. I was a little greedy trying to get bigger moves, but it wasn't greed. It was just in my system to look for the larger move. But instead of not taking anything, I moved my stops more than I usually do. It was because I knew that the market was in this really tight range and I didn't want to sacrifice my profits while we were in that range, right? I identified that I was potentially in the wrong direction. It turned out to be incorrect, but I only took a 4-point loss. I decided I was done for the day, or at least until 3:15 and 3:45. Shout out to Trista. You know where I'm gonna be at, Trista. You know where you're gonna be at. 3:15, 3:45. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna catch that last backer today because I'm tired of that motherfucker just printing and me not getting none of it. I'm getting that last backer today. So
Yes.
yeah, Justin got the longs at the bottom. So he killing it on ES right now. You got that last pullback? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, that's beautiful. That's close. Yeah, I was. Wait. Did you just say you didn't get the bottom, but you got 79? Okay. The people in my Discord are fucking hilarious sometimes. I swear to God. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tapping in. Justin, are you at your profit target? Getting close?
Nope, I'm a point away still. Points away.
Let's stick around until my man hit his profit target. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna
Oh,
stick
this
in
thing's
here
about
until he
to
hit his
send.
profit
Oh
target.
my god, this thing's about to send. I know this thing's about to send. I know I got the extra. My greed is going absolutely insane right now. I'm not gonna move it. My hands
Justin,
are off
this
the
is
wheel.
how you counteract
but
your greed.
I know
Counteract
my
your greed
hands
with the
my
idea
hands
that
are-
you can
my
do
hands are-
better. You can do this again, Justin.
I know my hands are off the wheel, but I really feel like this thing's about to send. I'll have an extra contract just in case, but my greed is going absolutely nuts right now. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. My greed is going insane. But it's all good though, right? Because you're right. I should just take my profit target there and not be upset with it because that's a damn good trade. But I'm not gonna lie, man. My greed is really getting the better of me right now. But let's see this run this. Hopefully, well, it hasn't even hit my profit target yet, so. And it's always that last little motherfucking little bit.
Uh-huh.
No, I'm not doing that. I'll just let it. I'll just let it hit.
Look, this is Malik is AKA Mr. Greed himself.
I know.
So
I know.
don't
I know.
listen to him.
I'm not.
That's a
My
bad
greed.
idea.
My greed is going a little crazy right now, though. I'm not gonna lie.
Malik is Mr. Greed. That is his nickname. Mr. Greed. Well, I'm about to say, I love you, but your ass greedy to the motherfucker. You greedy to the motherfucker. Oh, my
No,
God.
I'm not all right, Yvonne. I'm not.
Yeah,
all
he's
right.
okay. He's just greedy.
I'm-
I'm snitching. That's right. I'm snitching. He's snitching. Hey, thanks for calling him, Yvonne. Talking him off the ledge. I had to snitch on him. He was acting up in the shop. He know damn well we know him.
He said he
We
is
respect him more than enough to know that he can kick this market's ass between the hours that he's scheduled to trade. So no need to be in here fucking with us in this hour. Get out of here. Get out of here. I'm snitching. Come on, Justin. Get that. Watching Justin's trade try to fight for his greed is hilarious. I gotta admit, like, this shit is fun. Watching this shit on the screen, I'm like, just go to the profit target. Oh my God. This is a triple top up here, Jake. Careful. Triple entendre. It's gotta go, right? Like it only makes sense to fly out of here, right?
I'm not even asking you to hit the ultimate high right now. I'm just asking you.
Oh wait, where's your profit target? Is it
42.
below this? Is this
It's
one?
It's at 42.
Oh my God. Yeah, that's gonna suck. This motherfucker coming.
I was at 40. It was at 41.75, bro. I mean, was I really being a dick for a tick there, or was that just? Oh my God. Okay, we're coming back.
Well, remember you did the review on this, right? What did you say?
Yeah, I
last?
know.
If I was in this trade again, I would 100% take profit right here. I would take something off the table. Exact trade shows up. Am I
Look
for a tick or not?
wait. Okay, here we go.
Come on,
Here we
0.5
go.
away.
Here
Come
we
on,
go.
Jay. Get there, baby. Get there.
Come on, ES. It's a little bit more. A little bit more.
A wee bit more. A wee bit more.
Come on, ES. Don't do this. Don't do this to me.
You think
ES,
you can do this to me?
We're supposed to be friends. Best friends. Come on,
Have your
ES.
ass fucking playing basketball in Pelican Bay, bro. Like, get out of here. Come on,
Oh my God, ES. Oh my God.
I don't know which one's worse. I don't know if it's worse to watch ES play with a half a tick, or is it worse to watch ES or NQ drop 20 points at a time? Like, I don't know which one feels worse. ES feels like a bunch of needles pricking at you. What do you say, Malik? Yeah.
I don't need to get all the way back up there.
I don't even need you to go all the way up there. My profit target is 805, so I don't know what y'all doing and shit. Justin, you hear what I said?
What'd you say?
I said my profit target is 805. I don't know what y'all doing.
Oh, 805? Yeah, I knew your ass was long.
Oh, fuck y'all talking about? My profit target is 805. I'm not long.
Struggling though. Come on, ES. Come, just give me my. Just give me my damn.
Yo, this is the funniest shit. Watching ES struggle to get a half a tick, bro. Go, ES. Fuck.
Like, come
you
on,
can get
bro.
a half a tick on accident, bro. Like, what?
Oh,
how many times? Oh my God.
No, there's nothing in the way, but
there's literally nothing up there. All ES has to do is push through a half a tick, and it refuses to trade above that half a tick.
Oh my God. All right, y'all.
Yo, if Justin goes and loses this trade because he doesn't want to take profit at a half a tick away from his profit target,
I'm not losing.
I'm never letting him forget this, just so you guys know. But it's never gonna happen.
Come on, ES.
Justin, it's a half a tick. Just cut the fucking trade at a half a tick.
Goddamn tick. I want it. Come on. It's right there. It's within my ES. Just run it. Just run it. ES. Just run it. Run it.
I really hope they run it, but like the devil in me doesn't want it to run it. Like, the devil in me is like, you should baptize him for fucking playing these games.
I mean, either way, I'm walking. Oh my God, I'm about to just close
it
this whole
goes
thing.
NQ's about to come down. Oh my God.
He said, "Oh no, it is."
No, it's not coming
Oh,
down. It's flirting with the idea of coming down.
We're holding the pre-market high. As long as we hold the pre-market high, then I'm good. But if we don't,
Justin, did you notice what I named this horizontal ray up here?
no, I can't even see it right now.
It says Justin's greed is your profit target.
Yeah, that is my greed. My greed is on full effect right now.
Like, I should put another horizontal ray at that half a tick and be like, this is where Justin could have gotten it.
Bro, when your fucking take profit is just too damn good.
This is where.
Oh my god, this is where we go to fucking die. This, you know what? The market did the same thing to me the other day too, where like it played around with my profit target, but it did finally hit it though. Hopefully, this is good entertainment for y'all on YouTube. Watching me fucking struggle here. I'm being a dick for a tick. Oh my god. Oh my god. All right, I'm all out there. I'm all out there. And now watch. Just because I took it all out, I wanted
No,
to.
I don't want to hear that. No, don't say
Listen.
that. Because you could have got it with the half a tick and you'd have been like, you know what? I'm good.
Look, it's fine. I'm down $94 in a day. I'll take that. It's basically a break even day, right? But watch this motherfucker run it. Watch it run it right now. I'm gonna throw some shit. I'm gonna throw some shit if this shit runs.
Well, I mean,
you better sell off. Yes, you better sell off.
Mathematically speaking, if it can't break the high, well, it has to go back down to the low, right? If it breaks the high. So why would you sell when it's coming down if you think it's gonna break the high?
Because I don't think it.
Sell when it's going up.
I cannot sit through the rest of this.
Oh, you
Maybe
didn't want
it was
the
a good
pullback.
sell.
You just wanted.
I did give up.
Oh
I gave
my
up.
god,
I gave
EQ
up.
is about to fucking dump. Look at this candle.
He's not lying.
Yeah, look at
he double topped up there.
Yeah. I'm telling y'all, man, EQ on some other shit right now. BS is reversing. Woo. Yeah, she came in like, y'all motherfuckers should have traded YM.
Yeah, YM it's high, but so is ES though. ES just can't break over.
Yo, EQ said no.
That was that
y'all
was.
Better take y'all profits today. I'm telling you, today is not the fucking day to fuck around and find out.
I took them. I got my 6 points.
Crazy.
Oh my god.
They literally gave back that entire 15-minute candle.
Yeah, it didn't even travel nearly as far as ES did.
Yeah, I'm kind of glad I didn't take them longs. Like, look at the trip up. It's just a complete stair step. Fucking idiots.
Oh, here comes ES again though.
I don't know. All right, we're out of here, guys. This has been a great day of trading. I've enjoyed it. Today was really good. Glad Justin was able to get back to break even. I'm green on the day. He's break even on the day. The focus, the discipline, it's growing. The biggest thing today was just not rushing anything, just not going crazy with the trades and not allowing that volatility to fuck me up. Tomorrow, if we get the same activity, I'm probably going to put together a plan for YM to trade it, because I'd rather just trade something that just goes up and down without all of the break dancing in between, right? So that being said, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Trader Shop. My name is T. Hobbs. That guy over there is Jay Seals, and we'll catch you guys on the next one, man. Peace.